Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. Rams football on WMIX and the free Section 618 app is powered by People's National Bank. Watch most games on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel, thanks to Allstate agent Paul Shields. Mount Vernon Rams football is also presented in part by Munkin Toyota, Country Financial Agent Josh Finley, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Hewley & Newell Funeral Homes, Michael Croshan, Edward Jones, Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, State Farm Agent Tony Wilt, the Egyptian Spine Clinic, Walgreens Distribution Center, Culver's of Mount Vernon, SSM Health Good Samaritan Hospital, Bean Insurance, Casaraya Mexican Restaurant, SI Tile and Carpet Supply, Mount Vernon Quick Lube, Hannigan and McGovern Attorneys at Law, Joe's Pizza and Pasta, Hall Insurance Group, and Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon. We take you to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams football starts now.
Hard to believe it's the penultimate game, home game from Ken Hunt Stadium this season. The Mount Vernon Rams, 3 in a row here in the friendly confines, trying to get to 2-1 on the year, trying to stay perfect in the South 7. Tonight, standing in the way, the visiting Marion Wildcats, 2-0 on the year. Good evening to you, wherever you may be accessing us this Friday night. I'm Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside Rory Ogle back at our Mount Vernon studio for WMIX AM 940, 96.5 FM. Jeff Crow taking care of the camera tonight for our WMIX Sports YouTube channel. This is your Landers Toy and Collision Center's pregame show, now in their new state-of-the-art facility at 2325 Benton Road in Mount Vernon. Their new facility is in the old Dobbs building. Call 1-888-LANDERS for your towing and collision repair needs. Well, Tyler, for this Ram team coming in 1-1 on the year, trying to get to 2-1, trying to stay perfect in the South 7 because they did beat Carbondale a week ago here at home, and it was a game that was close at half, and then I was on assignment for whatever reason. The Rams were able to bust through in the second half. Give credit to our Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week, Jay Sean Staples, and his 4 touchdowns, but all in all, it seemed to me like it was the Staples show.
Yeah, it was a Staples show for sure. I think it was just the Mount. I think really the show is, and they don't get enough shine, is the Mount Vernon offensive line. And so, opening up those holes for Staples and Jefferson and Malachi Mays, I think, had 120, 130 yards. About 400 and some change rushing offense. Anytime you do that, control the game like that, you have a chance to win, and they definitely did against Carbondale last week.
Boy, they sure did. They did what they needed to do when it counted, and now the Rams are 1-1 after a tough loss to Waterloo to open the year. And it's a game where, for this Ram team, we'll get into this with Coach Meekins in just a moment, it's a Rams team so far that's had a little susceptibility to the defensive penalty, and it certainly cost them against Waterloo. Thankfully, although they had a ton of penalties against Carbondale, didn't hurt them there.
Yeah, I mean, first drive, I think they had 2 or 3 right in a row. We had them in a 3rd and long situation, and then we jumped off sides and gave them, favorable position on 3rd down or make it a 1st down. And then Coach Mings called a timeout and went out there, and I don't know. Nobody heard it, but I'm sure he riled the boys up, and it seemed to be, better after that, and it seemed that the defense kind of stirred up, really had some nice stops deep in the backfield. Amari Rose had a couple sacks and about 2 or 3 tackles for loss as well. I mean, just getting that pressure on the Carbondale quarterback that's pretty elusive and can kind of throw it downfield too. I think that's would be one of the keys to the game here, is just getting in the backfield and getting after that quarterback.
We'll certainly get Coach Mings' thoughts on those keys to the game as well coming up. Those keys to the game will be sponsored by Munkin Toyota. They buy used cars even if you don't buy theirs. Any make, any model, Munkin pays top dollar. Find out more at Munkin Toyota, Mount Vernon. And, of course, one of the things we do get into with Coach Mings is his thoughts on his line so far, his thoughts on the running game, and his thoughts on these Marion Wildcats, a Wildcat team that is 2-0 coming in, famous for a spread offense. And, of course, that was mainly under Kerry Martin. Head coach Jason Dunning now in his 2nd year, but also back on the coaching staff is Kerry Martin. So we'll see what kind of impact that has early on in the season. Seems like it's had somewhat of an impact. Of course, they've beaten Heron, and then last week, what most people are going to do, a big win over Granite City, and so this is a 2-0 Wildcat team coming in.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Kerry Martin coming back obviously brings a lot of experience to a head coach, and I was listening to an interview. I don't know if it was your interview or another interview where he kind of talked about how important that was to him when Coach Pancoast stayed and kind of helped him along when he started in 2000, and I think he's doing the same thing for Coach Dunning, and it's a good, solid program that Marion has. We've split games since Coach Mings has been here, and hopefully Mount Vernon gets edge here tonight.
We'll certainly see, and we'll get those thoughts from Coach Mings coming up here on the Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. Accidents happen, and when they do, Landers Collision Centers has got you covered. Landers Collision Center on Route 37 South in Mount Vernon. We'll take a quick break, come back, we'll talk with Coach Mings. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Ready to purchase the home of your dreams? People's National Bank is here to help you reach that dream. With a wide variety of mortgage loan products available, we have the best option for you, including 100% financing, low down payments, and down payment assistance programs. Whatever your needs are, we have you covered. Hi, this is Farah Decker, mortgage originator with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Give me a call or apply online today to get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a lost bee that found my way into your car. And now that I'm in here, good luck getting me out.
I think it's gone. Wait, no, it's in my hair.
And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, well, this could be quite a sticky situation. So get Allstate.
Contact your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today to see how you can save.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, full-time employment, salaried positions, and even build your own schedule options. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Paul Shields, Allstate Insurance.
Welcome back on your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show on AM 940, 96.5 FM, where you can always watch us live on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel, or you can access us anywhere on the Section 618 app. Joined now by Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings. Coach, I know it has to feel pretty good to get the win last Friday, back to a 1-1 record, and most importantly, undefeated in the South 7.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's always good to get that first win. And, Carbondale is a really good opponent, and for us to come out and do what we did and get up about 500 yards of offense and only get up 20 points, I feel really good about what happened last week.
Well, I think you have to, because I think for whatever reason, the Carbondale Terriers, and don't get me wrong, South 7 Conference is what it is. Anything can happen on any night, but it just feels like something about Carbondale, that thorn in the side, especially at Blyer Field. Thankfully, a home game last week at Ken Hunt Stadium, and your guys did what they needed to do to pull out the victory and overcome that.
Yeah, we did. I really don't like going down there, to be honest with you. But, we had it here, and great crowd. Kids gave a really good performance, and now we're at least 500. We moved up, and I think we're getting better every day. But we still have such a long way to go.
Well, without a doubt. But, you talk about the way to go so far and just a great performance by so many. Jay-Sean Staples ends up with almost 175 yards, 4 touchdowns on the night. Actually, our Country Financial Ram of the Week this week. I know Malley got it done on the ground as well. I feel like he was just shy or maybe just above 130 yards on 16 carries. Jefferson didn't quite get to the 100-yard mark, but got it done on the ground as well. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys were over the 400-yard mark as a team. Yeah.
I think we had like 470 total yards, so about 430 yards rushing, which is a great night. Anytime that you can do that, it's a great night. And all those kids contributed. But the offensive line, they opened up some holes and did a good job. So I feel like that. It was a good performance, but I don't think we ran one play correctly yet. Where all 11 did exactly what they were supposed to do on any play. So once we get that short up a little bit, on the offensive side, I think we're going to be pretty decent. Defensively, we had a couple guys that stepped up and make some big plays. Marion Rose got a couple big sacks for us, but our defensive lines played really well. We still have to correct what's going on in the back end. We're giving up too many long passes, and it's still a work in progress. And as we're growing, in the season, the being young excuse is gone. They're going to have to perform a little bit better down the stretch here, and hopefully if they do, things will continue to go our way. But right now, I would say the 500 record sort of shows that that's sort of what we are right now. We're there, we're competitive, and we have a chance to win. But we also have a chance to lose because what we're doing right now is just not. It's not really where it's supposed to be yet. But we've had a good week of practice. The kids were attentive, so hopefully we'll get better next week or tonight.
Well, no kidding. I have to get better against the Marion team coming in 2-0, and granted. Granite City was week 2, a 51-0 win, if I remember right. Beat Heron week 1 in a nice Saturday night rivalry game. But really, when you think about Marion, you think of their quarterback, Callahan Roper, coming in, and junior now, a kid that by the time he hits senior status next year will feel like he's been there for about 8 years. But ho-hum, another Marion quarterback and another good Marion quarterback, and that's the guy the Rams have to find a way to stop tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? Last year he beat us. He threw some pinpoint passes, and they came out on top last year. I think it's a game we probably could have won, but Callahan was what he is. He's a roper. Which means he knows exactly what he's doing on the football field at all times. Tremendous athlete. They really have a good one, and for us to have a chance to win tonight, we're going to have to try to contain him and keep him from the big plays.
Well, exactly. And I know one of your concerns going into the season was the line on both sides of the ball. And you talked about the offensive line opening up some gaps for you last week against Carbondale. But again, maybe not all 11 on the same page at all times running the plays correctly. What about that D line? How have they been looking in practice this week? Because as we know, it's going to be a Wildcat team coming in that can be somewhat balanced. They can still get it done on the ground too.
Yeah, there's absolutely no doubt about that. But I think our defensive line has actually been a strength. Those guys are playing so hard and forcing double teams, and so other people can come and make some plays. But they've had a great week of practice. I think that we just got to figure out all the different alignments because they run so many different formations at you. And we got to make sure you're lined up correctly. And if not, they're going to find it, and they're going to exploit what you do, as far as mistakes go. So we just have to be sound and solid in our alignment and be very physical up front. And, I think the guys that we have up front right now are doing that for us.
Any surprises so far from the Rams here in 2024? We're going into week 3 still early. Maybe some guys that you have stepped up. Maybe I don't want to say you weren't expecting because you expect everybody to step up, but any positive surprises so far here early in the season?
Well, yeah. Honestly, there has been. And two what I want to call really bright spots for us right now are the leadership of Marlon Price and Jay Morales. Those two kids have stepped up and just done a tremendous job just getting in the right places and helping everybody line up and being really solid at the things that they do. And, they're usually, pretty close to perfect on their assignments and they're just doing what they need to do leadership-wise to keep us sort of grounded. So I would say that those two guys right now are the ones that not necessarily surprise, but neither one of them are vocal kids. They're really not. And for them to come out of their comfort zone and start leading the team the way that they're leading it, it's pretty special.
Without a doubt. Of course, another thing that I've noticed so far this year, I had to watch the game on Friday night, wasn't able to be there. But then, of course, with game 1, penalties seem to have been somewhat of a thorn in the side for us as well. How do we overcome that?
I don't know, because right now, most of the penalties are coming on the defensive side, and they're very aggressive. They're young, so they don't know anything else yet other than to be aggressive and go get the ball and attack. Well, that's what we want, but you also have to do it in a manner where you're watching the ball. You can't move till the ball moves. And the first drive that Carbondale went down and scored, I had to call a timeout, and I went out and had a little conversation with them about the penalties. And we had 4 penalties on the first drive that gave Carbondale a touchdown. Then we had 6 for the rest of the game. So we had 10 penalties for the game, but 4 of them came on the first drive. And, after we had a little conversation and came to an understanding about some things, we got a little bit better.
I feel like a year ago last year, I was asking you how your 3 keys to the game to get a win over the Wildcats, but that time was with an 1894 offense. This time, thankfully, not a requirement to possibly win a ball game tonight. But how do you beat the Marion Wildcats tonight?
We just have to play hard. We've got to make sure that we defend the pass a little bit better than what we have. So I would say that our pass defense has got to step up and do a better job. We need to play very well along the line of scrimmage, and then we need to not shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties. We can't really be behind the chains, even though we're more wide open this year and we have a better chance of getting chunk yardage. It's still awful hard when you're 1st and 20, or 2nd 15. It just puts you behind the 8 ball. So taking care of penalties would be the next one. I don't know if that was 3 or not, but we just have to maintain our team concept and understand that it's a we game. It's not a me game, and run where you're supposed to run. Block who you're supposed to block, and do it to the best of your ability. And then whatever happens is going to happen. But so far, my tenure, all my years here at Mount Vernon, I've never had a team not play hard. Never. And so I expect our kids to go out and play hard again.
I would expect nothing less out of a Dan Mings team playing hard tonight against the Marion Wildcats. Coach, as always, appreciate the time. I wish I could tell you good luck with the weather, but we have no idea what it's going to be at this point since it's changed about 50 times with the hurricane rim that's supposed to come through. So just good luck tonight. Hopefully the Rams come away with that dub.
Hopefully we see a lot of people's umbrellas, but a lot of people in the States.
Amen to that. That was Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings. Rams and Wildcats coming up at the top of the hour. And again, obviously, I'm not going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. Pre-recorded interview this time, usually on a Thursday morning. But forecast has changed so many times. It's going to be a wait till we get there to see what it's going to be. But we'll see what kind of crowd we have on hand tonight. Coming up at the top of the hour, again, it's kickoff. Mount Vernon Rams, Marion Wildcats, South Seven Conference action. Rams 1-0 in the conference here in 2024. Marion's first conference game tonight. We'll see how it pans out. Stay tuned for your Hall Insurance Group starting lineups, your Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon officials of the game, as well as your Munkin Toyota keys of the game. All straight ahead here on your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Landers Towing and Collision of Mount Vernon and Salem is your go-to one-stop shop when it comes to vehicle repair and towing. We provide high-quality collision repair services for your light and medium-duty vehicles, campers, and heavy-duty trucks. Landers use industry-leading products for all of your collision repairs and state-of-the-art technology, including ADAS calibration systems. Landers also has 24-hour towing service in time of need. Call 188-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Anthony Garino, a pain management physician specializing in all procedures of the spine. For over 25 years, Dr. Garino has helped thousands of patients live a higher quality of life through cutting-edge treatment and his personalized approach to pain management. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Garino, call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon is an affordable assisted lifestyle community providing apartments for seniors 65 and older. Residents will enjoy private one-bedroom or studio apartments with amenities including weekly housekeeping, laundry service, 3 meals a day, medication assistance, and 24-hour staffing and assistance. Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, an equal housing opportunity. Leave worries behind and move forward with Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon. Stop by and tour this awesome community today.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
Back here in the King City Ken Hunt Stadium from the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth for more Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. I'm Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside as the Rams prepare for the Marion Wildcats tonight on Pink Out Night from the friendly confines. The 1-1 Rams, 1-0 in the South 7. The 2-0 Wildcats, this is their first South 7 game of the season. So, Tyler, both of these teams trying to stay, basically, keep the win streak alive. For the Rams, obviously just one game, not technically a streak, but that's here nor there. How did the Rams beat these Marion Wildcats tonight as we go ahead and take a look at our Munkin Toyota keys to the game?
Yeah, I think the first and probably first priority or first key of the game would be protect the deep ball. You know, we gave up a big chunk yard at the end of the half against Carbondale. Ended up coming back, but still that been a pretty important play in the game. But protect the deep ball, protect the pass game, and just play deep, keep everything in front of you, those type of things. Play sound defense, play physical on the lines. We did that well last week. Just keep up the good work on the lines. And one thing that Coach Ming said that I think that, you know, a lot of people have seen and I've seen is we got to play together. You know, all 11 guys got to be on the same page at all times. And, you know, and that'll get better week to week. But especially for this game with a sound team like Marion, we obviously need to do that pretty well.
There we go. We'll get to know tonight's starters thanks to Hall Insurance Group. Don't waste your time. Let Hall Insurance do the shopping for you. Go to hallinsgroup.com and get a quote fast. We'll go ahead and meet the Marion offense tonight. They'll be led by their quarterback, number 2, a 6'1 junior, Callahan Roper. Kyan Cole and Max Wade will be your receivers. And while number 5, Ryan Colon, one of the running backs, he's a 5'9 senior. Blake Winters will also be a back. He's a 6'1 junior. Aiden Pickles wears number 13. He will be junior tight end. On the offensive line, center will be number 53, Carson Hunter. Number 58, Brian Manninger. Number 59, Logan Black will be a tackle. Another tackle will be Gavin Njoni. And number 77, Dalton Bowles will be a left guard tonight for the Marion Wildcats. Of course, defensively for the Rams, Jaden Morales will be an outside linebacker as well. Number 7, Jay-Sean Staples, our reigning Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. Safeties tonight will be Marlon Price and Zay Nesbitt. Your corners will be Jamari and J.P. Peterson and Noah Ellis. Linebackers will be Amari Rose and Christian Taylor. Your nose guard will be Davion Boyd, while Ty Harrison and Makai Malone are your defensive ends tonight for Dan Mings. Starting lineups presented by Hall Insurance Group. Let Hall Insurance shop for you. Call 618-244-7500 or go to hallinsgroup.com. That's hallinsgroup.com. We'll also get to know our officials tonight thanks to Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon. Our referee is Jerry Miller of Centralia. Our umpire is Andy Gerlach of Steelville, also the mayor of Steelville, as I understand. Lineman will be John Allen of Carterville. Your line judge will be David Holder of Steelville. Your back judge will be Brent Garrison of Mount Vernon, also tonight's crew chief. And those are your Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon officials. This is currently the White Hat talking to Seth English, probably going over the play clocks and whatnot, and also, sometimes hard to recognize the very svelte Dan Mings, who's dropped over 70 pounds before this season. Congratulations to him. Tyler, I found it all. Right back on me.
Yeah, he's a lean machine down there now, man. Barely recognized him the first week.
Oh, it took me. I was taken aback as well. So glad to see him looking good, and glad to see Dan Mings, of course, leading this program. Let's see, about 6 minutes before kickoff here in the King City. Go ahead and run down some of tonight's matchups from around the area. Taking a look as far as South 7 teams are concerned. Obviously, Marion and Mount Vernon tonight, the only true conference game. Centralia is 1-1 after last week's loss to Collinsville. They're at undefeated Waterloo, who's 2-0. Collinsville is 1-1. They're at Carbondale tonight, also 1-1. Granite City is 0-2, and they're at the Hoke tonight, 1-1. River-to-river teams, none of these are conference games. They're all crossover. Anna Jonesboro is at Massac County. Both of those teams are 0-2. 1-1 DuQuoin is at 0-2 Heron. Harrisburg 1-1 on the season after losing to DuQuoin last week is at 0-2 Pinckneyville. Murfreesboro knocked off by Carbondale week 1. Heads to 2-0 Benton, and what many thought, well, they didn't think anymore because it's no longer a conference game, but that would have had conference championship implications at one time in week 7 or 8. West Frankfort, of course, is at Carterville. Frankfort a surprise 2-0. Carterville maybe a surprise 1-1. Nashville's 1-1 against a Cahokia team in Trenton-Westglen as the Warriors are 0-2 tonight. BDC play, Fairfield travels to Carroll Kelly Field, Sesterville-Waltonville. Both teams are 2-0. Flores 1-1 as they head to 0-2 Edwards County. Johnston City 2-0 headed to 1-1 El Dorado. Hamco is at CZR. Both of those teams are 0-2. And Carmi, the only team 3-0 on the Black Diamond. They get a forfeit win tonight over Vienna Goreville, who forfeited their varsity season. Future Ram opponent Alton heads to Triad. The Redbirds are 0-2. Belleville East is 2-0 against a 2-0 Altoff team. Civic Memorial heads to Roxana tonight. Carlisle's at Caruthersville, Missouri. Chester's 2-0 headed to 1-1 Freeburg. East St. Louis is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania tomorrow night. They are 2-0, and we're going to get actually started a little bit early here tonight.
I'll tell you what, that Ben Murfreesboro game would be a game to watch if I wasn't here.
Yes,
I'll
it
tell you
would.
that right now.
So telling you all of that, we still had one more break we need to get in on the pregame, but they're going to get started a little early tonight as Marion will kick off. Sam Adkins will kick here for the Wildcats as the Rams have a couple of guys deep. They are in their home blacks with pink trim here on Pink Out Night. It's Staples with it. He's at the 15. Between the hashes looking to get to the near side. He's at the 25-30. On his horse, 35. Avoids a horse collar at the 40. There's a late flag. And this could be a good field position here for the Rams as they will have it now taking over. We'll see where the official spot is going to be.
I think they're going to get him for a horse collar there.
Let's see what it's going to be.
Face mask.
So we'll see where that takes it. I think as of now, it's at the 43-yard line after a good run by Staples to get it started. We're 9 seconds into this one, 11:51 remaining here in the first quarter. That's going to take it all the way into Marion territory. Going to be a costly penalty.
Yeah, for sure. Just trying to get a tackle. Staples got out on the edge there and really took off, and Marion just making a mistake there at the very beginning.
So in Marion territory, it'll go all the way to the Marion 42 as the Rams will send two to the left. Dave Barnes and Marlon Price, who will be in the left slot. Quarterback is Malachi Mays with Ja'Shawn Staples spinning around, flanking him now to his left. Rams double tight on that right side, and it's going to be a trap to the right. On his feet, Staples gets inside the 40 now, down to about the 36. We'll see where Ja'Shawn takes it with 11:43 left in this first quarter. That's going to take it down to about the 37, gain of about 5.
Yeah, I mean, he had that big cut there. It looked like he was going to be tackled there at the line, but he cut back and got a good gain on first down here.
So now out of the gun here for Mays. Same two receivers to the left side. Same back in the backfield, Staples. He's going to be a quarterback keeper. He'll veer off tackle to the left side. Looks like he gets close with a first down, maybe 3 to 4 yards on the play, and we'll see what Mays ends up with officially. Looks like he's going to end up with about 4 maybe.
They did that a lot in the second half versus Carbondale, and it had some success. Glad to see them going back to that. Great crowd here tonight for Peak Out night.
No doubt. They have the little Rams cheerleaders here as well. It'll be a big night. 10:43 left, first quarter. No score. Just underway. It'll be a sweep to the right side. Here is Staples. Be on his horse. Looks like he leans forward. Does he get to the line to gain? Looks like he does. Maybe a gain of 2 for Ja'Shawn Staples. 2 carries, 7 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good first down run there. Wasn't out there on the edge, so just get the first down and reset the downs.
10:30 remains here in the first. The clock keeps going. 1st and 10 for the Rams now. They're at the Marion 28-yard line. The ball on the right hash. Threatening here against the Wildcats, who are 2-0. The Rams are 1-1. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside, powered by People's National Bank. You can find out more about People's National Bank at peoplesnationalbank.com. In motion to the right side goes Morales. Out of the gun, Mays, hands off. Nope, it's going to be a reverse play to Morales. He doesn't find much running room, able to get back up middle between the hashes inside the 30. And now I think leans forward to about the 26. Might have gotten 6 out of nothing on that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good play by Morales. Thought he had an opening, but cut it back and just getting positive yardage. That's the thing. You don't want to be, I hate to say, behind the chains. You're not behind the chains, but you don't want to be second and 9, second and 8. Get some chunk yardage and get yourself in a good position.
9:30 left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 3 here for the Rams. Out of the gun for Mays. In motion now is going to be Marlon Price. It's going to be a handoff just right up the gut there to Staples. Little halfback dive. Past the 25, maybe down to about the 24. That'd be a gain of about 2. Bring up 3rd and a very long one. No, they're going to call it 3rd and 2 on the board. It's 9:05 remaining here. First quarter, no score. We're underway here in Jefferson County. The Mount Vernon Rams and the Marion Wildcats. We're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. So they'll spread it out here. 1 to the left, that's Price. 1 to the right, that's Barnes. 2 in motion, that's Nesbitt. And let's see, we're going to have a timeout, Mount Vernon. That one wasn't going to go so well, so they're going to take a timeout here. It's presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, over 100 physicians. SSMHealth.com/doctors to find yours. Well, Tyler, 8:47 left in the first quarter, and already the Rams have to burn a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, that's if someone's confused or, it's good to take them on offense. The timeouts are mostly for offense. They don't want to use a defensive timeout because if something's going wrong. So you want offensive timeouts are definitely okay, especially, if something's not going right or whatever. You don't want to be this far down your territory and make a mistake.
All right, good times. Well, let's see what the Rams do here. Come out of the timeout where they'll have 3rd and short 2. With 8:47 remaining here in the first quarter, no score yet. Now out of the gun, quick handoff there, shouldn't be a problem. Inside the 20 now for Staples as he'll get down to about the 15. Run of about 9, maybe 10 if they spot that one at the 14-yard line. It's going to be a 10-yard gain and another first down here for the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good, gutsy run by Jay-Sean Staples, just running up the middle, breaking some tackles, getting that first down and get a little extra to go along with it. 1st and 10 on the 14.
8:33 left here in this first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Rams with the ball on the 14-yard line. And now a man in motion will be Staples going to the left slot. It is an empty backfield here for Malachi Mays out of the gun. They almost get a Marion defender to jump off. In motion now will be Price. Sweet play, Marlon Price, and he's going to head to the left four, car to the end zone. Breaks through, gets in. Touchdown, Price. MP4 with the score, and the Rams get on top here, 6-0.
I mean, just an unbelievable run. Kind of that jet sweep action, go around, get on the pylon, get that 14-yard touchdown by Marlon Price. Good way to start out this game for the Mount Vernon Rams.
$8:11 left here in this first quarter. 6-0 Rams on top. Carnine looking to get this kick up. It is up and in. 7-0 Rams. We'll take a break, come back. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
I'm Michael Croshen, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croshen of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin the healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Back here at Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School, the Rams get onto the board first thanks to a touchdown run by Marlon Price on a reverse. And so with 8:11 left in the first quarter, 7-0 Rams. Here's kickoff. It'll be picked up. Wildcats going to let it roll to about the 12-yard line, and they'll take a knee. Oh, no, there's a commotion up here in the booth, and I missed something.
I thought they were expecting him to let it roll out of bounds, but I think he just made the safe play. And just, you don't know if it's going to roll out of bounds. It's not a
little rattled
sphere,
at the moment. Had some things back at the studio change on me that have been the same way for about 14 years, unbeknownst to me. So we're good now. We're good now. 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats, pinned back deep in their own territory, about the 11-yard line. We'll get a good look at Callahan Roper here as he will run out of the spread, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He'll run out of the pistol set here from his own 11-yard line. 1st and 10 with 8:11 left. Here in the first, going to be a quick handoff coming to the near side, as that's going to be Chase Niemeyer trying to go off tackle. Doesn't get much on the play, and this is his first official year of organized football of any kind, Tyler, and I thought that to be a remarkable factoid that we were given.
No, yeah, they were talking to us up in the booth here, and he's had a pretty good year first 2 games, and so it's definitely surprising to see, but he's had a pretty good year, great year to be his first year playing.
Without a doubt. So here they go again, run right up the middle. And going to try to bounce to the outside. We're shy of the 15 to about the 13. So after a 3-yard gain, maybe a couple more here on the ground. Cologne that time. I had Niemeyer written down. My apologies. So it'll be 3rd down for the Wildcats. Could be a big one here for the Rams.
Just make sure we don't jump off here. That's one of the keys.
Let's see, out of the gun, looking to the right side to pass. That's going to be dropped. Incomplete pass. Roper looking for his target on a slant route near the hash, and that was intended for Max Wade. It'll fall incomplete, and that'll push the Wildcats to 4th and short. 4th and manageable with 3 to go. 6:52 left in this first quarter. 7-0 is your Ram lead after they strike first on a slant play there by, or strike first, I should say, on a reverse by Marlon Price.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he was in his hands. He just dropped it. That's going to happen. See what they do here. See if it's a pooch punt or they're actually going for it. Yeah.
Roper takes some steps back, and it doesn't look like Coach Dunning wants to take too many chances here on 4th and 3. And there it goes, the running pooch, and gets past midfield, takes a Marion hop past the 45. It'll go toward the far sideline, down inside the 40 to about the 38, and that is where the Mount Vernon Rams will have it. Second time tonight, 6:40 to play here in this first quarter, still 7-0 Rams.
It's a good 3 and out by the defense there. It's a great 3 and out.
So let's see, 6:40 to play. Rams will have it again. Not terrible field position. Of course, they were able to move the ball up and down with relative ease. We appreciate our video streaming sponsor, Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon Allstate agent. Call Paul for a quote. Find his mug on the lower left-hand corner of our video stream, WMIX Sports YouTube. Out of the gun here for Mays, looking to roll right. Keeping himself on an option, maybe. He swallowed up. There's going to be a flag in the backfield. He finally gets to the line of scrimmage. As of now, a no gain. We're going to see what this penalty does, and I have a bad feeling it's going to push back.
Yeah.
It is. Hold on the offense.
All is void. Minus 10 yards.
So 10 yards back they go, and this is going to be second and quite the distance here for the Rams.
2nd and 20.
Of course,
1st and 20, actually.
Score a moment ago was our Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter on a SI Talent Carpet Supply touchdown run. There's all my technology letting me down at the moment. That's all right. 6:18 remains here in the first quarter. 1st and 23 for the Rams. In motion is going to be Price. This time, little belly play here for Jay-Sean Staples. Gets between the hashes, down past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. And that'll be a nice gain, but we're not quite back to the line of scrimmage. So on a gain of about...
I think it's about 9 or 6. I don't know.
Let's say about 8. That's going to make it 2nd and about 16 here for the Rams. 5:40 to play, first quarter. 7-0 your score. Rams on top. Single back here out of the gun for Malachi Mays. They'll send 2 to the right side. Among them is Zay Nesbitt. Now Nesbitt in motion. He's going to get the sweep. To the left side. Can he get past the edge? He does. So the 30-35 on his feet. Gets to the original line of scrimmage to about the 41 maybe. And Nesbitt will get a gain of 8 on the ground. Marion knows that surname all too well after a year ago.
Yeah. I thought he was down in the backfield, but he turned that corner there, used his speed. It must be in the genes in that family. He used his speed and just got a good gain there for sure. So we're about 3rd and 9 here.
So with 4:55 remaining here in this first quarter, we're presented by People's National Bank, peoplesnationalbank.com. Find all of their locations. Here we go. Got a backup device now. 4:40 left, first quarter. 3rd and 9 for the Rams from their own 39. Rolling to the near side to pass. It's going to be just short, intended for David Barnes, who had plenty of room to run. It's going to fall incomplete and give the Rams 4th and 9.
Yeah. Just a little bit underthrown. If he catches that, I think it's first down, but see what the Rams do here. I'd say they're probably just going to punt it.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, proud to have a long-standing tradition of superior orthopedic care, treating thousands of patients from the Southern Illinois region and beyond. 4th and 9 for the Rams here on the punt. 4:34 remaining in the first quarter, 7-0 the Mount Vernon lead. There is the punt, back into Marion territory. Takes a hop to about the 30. They'll let it go. Now down to the 25-yard line, and that is where the Wildcats will have it. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Shout out to some of our sponsors, Bean Insurance, of course, Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, and Joe's Pizza and Pasta. With 4:24 left here in this first quarter, 7-zip score. 1st and 10 Wildcats as they get another look. They were stuffed and stopped 3 and out their first time.
Yeah, we've had, the touchdown and a 3 and out, then, I'd say 3 and out, but with a penalty, 3 and out, and then right back here.
Out of the gun here for Roper with a man in motion. Looking for the quick pass out to the left side. Completes it, and now up the run here. 30 down to the 35. Almost first down yardage here for, I believe, Kai and Cole, and that's going to be 10, maybe 11. And could be good enough for a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, just a quick out.
It moves the chains. Casaraya Mexican restaurant. Taqueria is perfect for their casa, in their casa or yours. Call 618-204-5389 for takeout. Casaraya today for lunch. 1st and 10. Ball on the Marion 36 from the near hash. As the Wildcats all dressed in white with navy and maize trim. We'll have a reverse going to the right side here for Chase Niemeyer. He's going to break hash, come back up, gets first down yardage. Gain of about 11 on the dive as he went up the right side. Shy of midfield at about the 47-yard line. Back-to-back first downs for the Marion Wildcats, and they are moving those chains.
Yeah, moving the chains. They're kind of playing quick here. Just got to settle in, play the defense that you're playing in the first drive.
Congratulations, Jay-Sean Staples, our Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. Let Josh help you achieve your financial future. Call 618-242-4024. 3:22 left first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 47. Sweep to the near side here, and the Rams trying to get chase in the backfield. Niemeyer gets away past midfield, 45. Out of bounds, bulldozed at about the 42 in Ram territory, and that's going to be another first down on a gain of 11 by Niemeyer.
Yeah, just gotta have more solid tackling there on the edge. I thought you had him for a short game, but just got to be more solid on tackling, getting the right angles. If he gets 2 or 3, that's fine. That's better than 11 in a first down.
Hopefully saying I'll get around to it someday is not your saving for retirement strategy. Turn someday into today with Edward Jones financial advisor Michael Croshan. He'll sponsor our halftime stats. Coming up a little bit later on. 2:52 left, first quarter, 7-0 Rams. Marion threatening here in Mount Vernon territory. Quick pass near the flat, and it's going to be complete. Up the right side and toward the far sideline at about the 25. Brought down finally. There's a late flag, Sam Atkins. He will go from the 42 to I don't know where after the flag is all said and done. I think he went about 17 yards initially.
It's against Marion.
So we'll see.
Holding Marion.
Uh-oh.
Hey, all is null and void. We're going to take that off. Block in the bag.
Brings it back to the 35 on the 10-yard penalty. So the catch is good for 17 yards. It comes back 10. And it'll be, let's see, about 3 to go for the first down. 2:24 left in the quarter. High snap, Roper, no problem. Rolling to the right side. Ooh, a one-legger complete now to Atkins again up the right sideline. Back inside to 30, and now we'll have a late flag on the Rams, it looks like. Well, here we are. The game that has drawn the attention of many is Murphy-Benton. Murfreesboro 7, Benton 6, 8:41 left in the first quarter. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Welch, your State Farm agent for over 15 years in Mount Vernon, corner of South Water Tower and 42nd Street. Had to think. Not lived here my whole life or anything.
Yeah.
Usually it's the water towers that mess me up, north and south. But
yeah.
That penalty is going to be a personal foul, and that'll go all the way down to the Mount Vernon 14-yard line. Ball spotted on the far hash. 2:16 left in the first quarter. First and 10-year score. Or first and 10-year situation. 7-0 your scores. Marion trying to even it up. Now a handoff Cologne. He'll go off, tackle near side, and they'll push him right into the end zone. Right into the end zone for a 14-yard touchdown for the Wildcats. And it looks like with no penalties, it'll be 7-6. But we will see if they give the signal. I don't think they ever did.
They didn't ever give the signal. Did they score?
Not sure what is happening here. Looks like it.
I need a touchdown signal. I need it to know if they scored.
Oh, no, I don't know half these signals, so there we go.
So I don't know a lot of signals, but I know the touchdown signal.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah. You're right, we haven't seen it. So let's see what's happening here. Empty backfield and the gun here for Roper. A little pass into the backfield now for Atkins. Double pass. The halfback pass into the end zone to number 5, Ryan Cologne. And the Wildcats take an 8-7 lead on the 2-point conversion. Brilliant. And we'll take a break. It's 8-7 Marion. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick-cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today to see how you can save.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Opening kickoff, or at least kickoff here, will be a touchback as it goes into the end zone. The Rams will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line with 2:08 remaining in the first quarter. It was a Cologne run of 14 yards that got the Wildcats back within 1, and it was a Cologne catch off a bootleg. Actually, it ended up being a halfback pass, as a matter of fact. A halfback pass for 2 yards completed to Cologne. And that ended up the 2-point conversion to put the Wildcats on top 8-7.
It was a strong run by Cologne there. He took about 3 guys on his back for that 14-yard touchdown.
So the Rams have it 1st and 10 with 2:08 to play here in the first quarter, presented by People's National Bank, peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC. Good run here off tackle Staples, still on his feet to the 35. Finally brought down at about the 39-yard line on a gain of 19 for Jay Sean. Not too shabby. It'll move the chains for the Rams, give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, he's just got a burst of speed when he gets off that line of scrimmage, man. Once he gets across that line of scrimmage, it's sayonara if we got a hole for him.
Looking for another Southern Illinois Talent Carpet Supply touchdown. Just had one a moment ago for the Wildcats. Another Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. Looks like the Waterloo Bulldogs lead the Centralia Orphans in the first quarter 7-0. 1:37 remains in the first quarter here. 1st and 10 for Mays and the Rams. As they'll send 2 to the left. Tight. With Price in motion, it's going to be, just simple. Running play up the gut here. Staples still on his feet. Thought he was brought down. Second effort gets him 2 as Jay Sean gets a couple on that one. 7 carries, quite a few yards. Unofficially, 1:15 remains here in the first.
Yeah, that's just a tough run. He gets stopped, after a 1-yard gain, but that's not enough for him. So he just keeps on going and keeps those legs moving. I like to see the strong running. We've seen him outside running a lot the first 2 weeks, but I like the inside zone game just to get in there and get those feet pedaling.
Less than a minute to play here in this first quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Rams. What do we got now?
There's offsides by Marion.
That'll cut it in half.
Or neutral zone infraction, or offsides, or I don't know. They did go in the neutral zone. I know that.
There we go. 2nd and 2 now for the Rams. Half minute to go. That's going to be a quarterback keeper for Mays. He might be gone. He's to the 40-yard line. Nice block. He's at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 53 yards. Malachi Mays gets into the end zone and puts the Rams right back on top. 53 yards for pay dirt, and the Rams lead this thing 13-8.
I tell you what, if you watch that tape, look at MP4 just shuck this guy off the line. Just unbelievable. Just an unbelievable play or block by Price, and then Barnes has one at the end there so he can get in the end zone. If you can see MV4, oh my gosh.
It's all right. Here comes the kick. 24.2 seconds left after an incredible 53-yard run by Malachi Mays. And here comes the kick. There it's up, and it looks good from here. It's 14. That's right, 14-8 Rams. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Adventure awaits with the 2024 Toyota RAV4. Hi, this is Tony Reeves at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. We've got 5 in stock and more on the way, whether you're looking for a gas model or a fuel-efficient hybrid. Right now, get 4.99% APR for 36 to 60 months on gas models or 5.99% APR for 36 to 60 months on hybrids. Visit Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon today to lock in your special APR, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
Oh boy, 53-yard touchdown run, Malachi Mays, and the kick by Truman Carnine puts the Rams back on top with 24 seconds left in the first. 14-8 is the boomer of a kick from Carnine. Will, take a bad bounce. Oh, it was going to go into the end zone. Oh, that Pro V1 backspin, Tyler. Oh, my goodness. If Brandon Bullard's watching, I know he'll love it. But the reference, that is, not the play. Oh, my goodness gracious.
I mean, that landed at the one and skipped out at the one. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Boy, if that's a punt, that's the best thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Man, I can't get over that block by Marlon Price. Just setting the tone.
Let's see. I might have a second here to show that play again. And yep. There's that block. And then Malachi does the rest and just gets into the end zone. And Mally just turned it on. Got the score.
I love that. Just setting the tone. Wide receiver inside that tight end position, just shucking his blocker.
Still 24.2 seconds left here in this first quarter, coming off of this SI Talent Crappie Supply touchdown. Oh, boy, they have a lightning delay in Heron. That's Heron and DuQuoin. Of course, the remnants of the hurricane. I believe it's Francine coming through the region. Swirling around. 24.2 ticks to go. 1st and 10 Wildcats. It'll go all the way to the 40 on the penalty. As Dan Mings asking our referee, Jay Miller, a question here.
The crowd's into it, too. I don't know what they're talking about.
I always thought it was 35, but I don't know. That may not be it.
40 in the NFL, but hey, this ain't NFL. I think so. I'm not sure.
I played Madden in a while.
You know what?
It doesn't happen a lot in the pro ranks.
No, it does not.
So
with a new kickoff, it does not.
24.2 seconds remain here in this first quarter. It's 14-8. Rams on top. What a dandy we have for you tonight so far. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside. Jeff Crow is with us in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Rory Ogle back at the Powerhouse on Broad. Actually, we're not there anymore.
Not on Broadway.
No, sir. Forgot. We moved a couple of years ago.
On Withers Drive.
Withers Drive. I need to come up with a new thing.
The Powerhouse on Withers Drive.
Yeah. Huh. Well, all right. Painted myself into a corner on that one. 1st and 10 with the ball on the 40 for the Wildcats. They have the ball. 24.2 seconds left. They trail 14-8. And out of the gun for junior quarterback Callahan Roper, flanked to his right by one running back. Twins right side. Then he's going to look for a dump off to the left. He finds it with Blake Winters. He'll get to the 40-yard line, so got back to the line of scrimmage +4. That'll be a 4-yard completion from Roper to Winters here on a Fall Friday with 12 seconds to remain in the first. I don't see them getting another playoff, but we'll see what happens. 5 seconds left. All things equal, they will not. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in the King City from Ken Hunt Stadium. The Mount Vernon Rams 14, Marion Wildcats 8. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Doing business in today's world can be complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. People's National Bank is here to help your business not only survive, but thrive. With modern-day products such as remote deposit capture, ACH payments, merchant card services, and commercial line of credit sweeps, we can get you paid faster, protect your risk, and make your money work hard for you. Hi, this is Carol Martin, commercial and ag lender with People's National Bank here in Mount Vernon. Give me a call today to get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Michael Croshan, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croshan of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Second quarter we go from Ken Hunt Stadium for Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Second quarter here, 2nd and 6 now for the Wildcats from their own 44-yard line as they have the ball to start the second. Rolling to the right side is Roper. Gets a throw off balance up the right side out of bounds. It'll fall incomplete, bring up 3rd and 6. Unofficially, just a second incomplete pass of the night for Roper. My stats are terrible.
Yeah, mine aren't very great either. But I have the same thing as you, so we might just be both wrong together. Just be wrong in solidarity.
There we go. 3 of 5, I think.
3 of 5, that's what I have as well.
Actually credited him for the 2-point conversion pass, which is not his. 11:53 remains here in the first half. We'll have our Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime coming up at the break. Right now, 3rd and 6 for Marion. Ball on the far hash as they move left to right on their own 44-yard line. Out of the gun for the junior Roper. Looking back to the sideline, and will Marion take a timeout here? I think they will. It is presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home in the King City. Here's we have a timeout. Rams fans were too loud, and that's not a problem for the home crowd, especially as there were quite a few on their feet, better than the crowd that sits on their hands a lot in Shackna. It happens. I'm from here, and I do the same thing. I make noise on metal bleachers, and I just sit on my hands in those comfy seats. Actually, that's not true. I'm noisy for both because I am broadcasting the games, much to many chagrin.
I'm noisy in the booth and in the stand, so.
All right, timeout here for the Wildcats to settle down on 3rd and 6, 7 seconds into this second quarter. Get you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update as we can.
If I could bring a cowboy in here, I would.
Amen. Heard about the 50th class reunion. I was thinking 54. Ooh, dating myself there. It's actually 1974, which is hard to believe. Glad to have that class of 74 back in town. 11:53 left in the quarter. 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. 2-step drop, making it 3 now. Roper still on his feet, has to get one off. No man's land. It clears the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 6 on the incomplete pass. I don't see any laundry on the ground.
I don't either. Just good. I mean, we talked about it in the pregame. Coach Means talked about it, and protecting the deep part of the field. We kind of gave it up against Carbondale. I like the secondary and the way they've been playing so far today.
Glad to have you watching online. Thanks to Paul Shields, your All-State Insurance agent in Mount Vernon. Visit Paul, 2100 Broadway on Monday. 4th and 6 here. More than likely, Roper is going to punt the football, and the Rams will send a guy back to about the 32. Here it comes. He'll run. He'll get it off. It's a line drive, and it'll end-over-end hop down to about the 27. How about the 22, Hugo? Learn how to read those. You spend decades or a decade and a half looking at those little black yardage markers on the sidelines, and now they have those big old numbers that make it easier, and I still can't figure it out. 11:35 remains now. Here in the second quarter, 1st and 10 for the Rams as they take over from their own 22-yard line. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Each person's journey is unique and special. When you lose a loved one, Huey Funeral Home will help you tell their special story with love. HueyFH.com or call 618-242-3348. $11:35 remaining here in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball near hash on the 22. Out of the gun for Mays. He capped off that last scoring drive with a 53-yard run of his own. Staples in the backfield with him, flanking him to his right. And it'll be a Staples play. Oh, breaks, comes. Ooh, nice cut there, but got to the 30 and ran into a wall. So, gain. God, Hugo, you're terrible. Got to the 25, gain of 3.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you might have got to the 30. I don't know.
Well, it takes about 4.5 weeks to build momentum when you haven't done a broadcast in a while, and then you take a week off and come back, and it's like starting all over.
Just knocking the rest off.
2nd and 7 now after the 3-yard carry. 2 to the right here for the Rams. 1 in the slot, that's Marlon Price. Barnes split all the way right. Out of the gun now for Mays. Rolling to the right side. Oh, throws one off bounce. Nice play up the slot. That's going to be Marlon Price. He's down to the 30, 25. Between the hashes, they will not catch him. Touchdown. And Marlon Price goes the distance from 75 yards out on a heck of a throw by Malachi Mays.
Unbelievable throw and catch. It was kind of a tight window, honestly. Not that tight, but a tight window in between two secondary, and just to the house. I mean, you're not going to catch him after you get some distance there.
Please do not think in any way this is a negative commentary on Mally Mays, but that might have been the best throw he's made.
Yeah.
In his career. Darn near had to thread a needle with the tightest eye you've ever seen, and makes the catch, and the rest is pay dirt. Carnine on for the PAT. It's up. It's good. No doubt. Whatever. Let's move on. 21-8 Rams on a beautiful toss by Mally Mays to Marlon Price.
Just what a tight window, and just great throw, and just great. I mean, when you give Price and or Barnes that kind of room to run after the throw, I mean, it's going to be hard to catch those guys.
10:45 left. We're in the first half, second quarter from Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School. Live from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, a longtime supporter of high school sports. They offer 5 locations: Mount Vernon, Centralia, Benton, Pinckneyville, and Nashville.
Tell you what, I'm having trouble talking today too, so.
That's a problem that's been plaguing me for years. I believe I first noticed it at some point, probably in about 85, or maybe even 84. I don't know when my first words were uttered, but it's somewhere in that range. So let's see here as the Rams kick off what the Wildcats are able to do on this drive. 21-8 Rams with 10:45 remaining in the second quarter. Plenty of time to be anybody's ball game. Kick is up, and it's a boomer toward. Actually goes down the middle, and I heard a whistle to blow the play dead, and the Rams are offside. $10:40 left here in the second quarter, and the Rams are going to do it all over again.
You just have the dynamic kickoff. Just go ahead and put it on everything.
Just be done with it.
Yeah.
Hamco leads CZR 8-6. Murphy leads Benton after 21-6 on the Section 618 app.
Benton's not a bad team either. They're a good team.
DuQuoin leading Heron 8-0 with 28 seconds left in the first. And that's a Tony Wild State Farm scoreboard update. Look for that white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon, Tony Wild. So we await Carnine's kickoff all the way back now from the 35-yard line.
Oh, my.
Uh-oh, get to that end zone, fella.
Wow.
There it is.
Wow.
Don't have to worry about that back spin or that bite.
That's that 4-star kicker there. Wow.
Yes, sir. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Marion Wildcats from their own 20-yard line. 10:41 to play here in quarter number 2.
That's a line drive boomer. Looked like a Tiger 3-iron stinger.
If you've been hurt on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. Another SI Talent Carpet Supply touchdown for the Rams a moment ago. And they're on top 21-8, going to try to prevent the Wildcats from doing the same thing here. Out of the pistol here for Callahan Roper. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be a carry to the right here for Chase Niemeyer. He's trying to get to the sideline, does. And pushed out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. 27-yard line, pardon me, for a gain of 7. He just kind of put his shoulder into that one and sent the Ram defender flying.
Yeah, Jaden Morales came in hot. Big collision. Oh, boy.
So it'll be 2nd and 3 here for the Rams. And here is going to be a handoff going to the left. Niemeyer is going to be maybe tackled for a loss. Zay Nesbitt all over him. Now we're going to have a flag, and let's see what the call is going to be. I didn't see a hand go into the face mask.
I didn't either.
Doesn't mean that they did not, but I don't know what this could be. So it'll be a face mask call. Must have just gotten his hand in there. Of course, much better perspective than what I have up here. So with 10:26 left and another defensive penalty.
Yeah, I just didn't see that one, but I'm up here and they're down there.
So they'll walk that one off. It'll be a first down for Marion. Boy, just keep going.
Yeah.
Down to the 42 after the 15-yard penalty from the 27-yard line. Back out of the pistol here for Callahan Roper. Man in the right slot is number 13, Aiden Pickles, the tight end. With 10:09 to play here in the first half, 21-8 Rams. Two-step drop, looking at the left sideline. The Ram defenders beat, but can't catch up with it. It'll fall incomplete. The intended target up the left side was Blake Winters, number 10. And that'll stop the clock with 10 minutes to play in the second. 2nd and 10 will be your end result.
I mean, he was going step for step, then had a little separation there. The defender did the best he could there.
Without a doubt. Get started planning for the future with Country Financial Agent Josh Finley. Call 618-242-4024. Sponsor of our Ram of the Week award. This week, Jay Sean Staples. After last week's 4-touchdown performance against the Carbondale Terriers. 2nd and 10 now from the Marion 42 for the Wildcats. A little turnaround spin coming to the right side. Two-step drop. It'll be complete. That is complete to Winters, who's going to be pushed out of bounds about halfway. That might be about a 6-yard gain through the air. Could be 5. We'll sort it out. They're going to stand on the 48, so a 6-yard catch for Winters. 2 grabs, 10 yards unofficially.
Third and 4 here.
Third down, 4 yards to go. 9:53 left. We're in the first half, second quarter from Ken Hunt Stadium. Quick handoff coming up the middle here. The Rams need to stop. They may have gotten it. Nowhere for Ryan Colon to go, except maybe a yard up middle. It'll bring up 4th down. But it'll be 4th and 2-ish.
I mean, that was a great tackle by Christian Taylor. Just coming up the middle and stopping that run.
Trust People's National Bank for all your financial needs. They provide secure, reliable banking with a personal touch. Find out more at peoplesnationalbank.com. We'll have a timeout on the field. I did not see who called it.
I think there might be weather to the south of us.
There is. Wasn't supposed to be a threat here until about 9, 10 o'clock, but anytime you have remnants of a hurricane coming through, anything can happen. As the timeout was taken by Marion, their second of the half, presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. For high-quality, nationally accredited cancer care treatment close to home, choose SSM Health. 9:29 left, second quarter. 4th and 3 unofficially here for the Marion Wildcats. Ball just shy of midfield on their own 49. It'll be on the near hash coming out of the timeout huddle. 21-8, your Ram lead.
4th and 3. Big play here, honestly.
It is. It'll be twins to the right here for the Wildcats.
They might do that double pass again. I'd watch out for that double pass. Same formation.
Out of the gun here. The back is all the way left behind the... Watch out for a trick play here, too. Junior quarterback Roper. Going to call an audible here real quick. Has about 9 seconds to work with. And now a man in motion. That's going to be a quick pass into the backfield, and it'll lead to a lateral, but I don't know that it's going to be enough. It's going to be a 2-yard gain after it's all said and done for Kyan Cole. But I don't think it's enough on 4th down.
I don't think it is either.
I think it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it's a turnover on downs. Mount Vernon, or Carbondale. Ball, Mount Vernon.
Interesting.
That was an interesting play. When they do that formation, it's a lot of reverses, a lot of trickery going on there.
9:22 left in the first half. Rams will take over after a 2-yard not enough from the Marion Wildcats. 21-8 is your Ram lead. 9:22 remaining first half. 1st and 10 from midfield as the Rams move right to left. Mays out of the gun, 2 to the right. His back is Staples in the backfield. And it's going to be Jay Sean getting the carry. Past midfield, trying to get to the 45. Got to the 43. 47. Come on, Hugo. Come on. It's a gain of 3 for Staples. That's to the 47.
47.
I don't know, man. I do not know.
We'll get it figured out by Alton.
Probably. Oh, boy. 8:52 left. Second quarter action, Ken Hunt Stadium from the Ortho Center broadcast booth. Is now out of the gun for Mays. And just a simple, option. He chose himself, and it's going to be a loss of 1 on the ground for Malley. All right, then.
I thought he might try to slip it out there to Price on that bubble screen. Whatever.
Yes, as good as mine.
Might have been an RPO.
It could have been.
Run pass option.
Let's see. 3rd and 8 for the Rams. 8:09 left, second quarter. The ball is on the Marion 48-yard line between the hashes. They'll shift left. Out of the gun for Mays, and a handoff going to come right up the gut. Marion not buying. Loss of 2 for Staples. It'll be 4th and 10. Walgreens Distribution Center has a variety of opportunities, including Monday to Friday work schedules with no weekends. They even have leadership opportunities. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer. So 7:40 left. First half, it'll be 4th and 10 from midfield for the Rams. They'll punt it away to the Wildcats, and their return man is standing at about the 24-yard line.
Whoa.
Almost blocked, and the Rams are able to get it off. And if he picks it up, slips a tackle. And the Rams will, they won't. Still on his feet now is the return man, and he will able to get to the near side. There's a flag. He gets down to the 40, and that he is Kyan Cole. Whatever reason, not retaining that name in my memory bank. They'll get to the 40, and that's coming back on the flag.
Yeah, it looks like a block in the back there.
At least it should. Don't want to assume too much.
I don't even know what that signal is.
Quick, Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. Waterloo leading Centralia 14-7. That one's paused for a lightning delay in the second quarter. That's at Waterloo.
He looked like he was about to start the Hulk Hogan. Can you hear me, brother? Hulkamania.
So that's going to take us all the way back inside the 20. Us being the game itself. To about the 22-yard line. That'll cost him some yardage. Actually, no, 17. Come on, Hugo. Come on. 1st and 10 back from the 17-yard line. 7:14 left, second quarter. 21-8, the Ram lead. Wildcats, 1st and 10 now. We'll go dial up a number here. Niemeyer's going to try to get to the outside. Does. Nice run here. He's mid for first down yardage to about the 29. So that might have been.
Looks like number 9.
Okay, I couldn't tell if it was 9 or 8. So Niemeyer gets the run. Got a first down.
Looks like they're saying on the board is 10 yards.
Okay. 7:01 left here in the half. 1st and 10 Wildcats, far hash. Out of the pistol, quick throw to the left side, and that's going to be complete to Cole. Just a quick 2, 3, 4 yard hitter there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6 with 6:40 to play in the quarter. Getting closer to halftime with the Rams on top, 21-8. Trying to get to 2-0 in the conference. Quick play, Winters out of the backfield now. He'll get the handoff, trying to stretch the field left. Does so, gets to close to the line to gain. At about the 39, it's going to be a gain of 8, and that'll be enough.
Who ran that, I'm sorry?
That was number 10, Blake Winters. 8 and a first down. 1st and 10 Wildcats. 6:18 remains here in the second. 1st and 10 Marion. Ball on their own 39-yard line on the near hash. Roper has Winters in the backfield. Aiden Pickles to the right side. Trips left. Out of the gun here for the junior quarterback. It's going to be Winters again. Handoff. He'll try to cut back as he was trying to stretch the field and got to about the 41 for a gain of 2. So that'll bring up 2nd and 8. 5:52 left here in this second quarter of play from Kinhunt Stadium. We're in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. You're watching thanks to Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon All-State agent. Rams football on WMIX is presented by People's National Bank. 2nd and 7 for the Wild Kitties. Ball on the 42-yard line. They'll send 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Callahan Roper, a single back out of the gun, more than likely. Rams will stack the box somewhat. Almost got a tip on the pass into the flat. Instead, it will be first down yardage now for Pickles as he'll get about 9 on the play. Actually 8 to midfield, so another Wildcat first down.
These quick throws, man. Stack the box, getting outside.
They're taking advantage. Good job by Roper to read the coverage. So with 5:05 left here in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Marion. Ball at midfield. Rams lead at 21-8 if you're listening to us on WMIX, Mount Vernon. Quick handoff, and it's going to be Niemeyer to the 45 for a gain of 5. They might give him to the 44, in which case it's a gain of 6 for Chase Niemeyer. 2nd and 4 Marion. We will drop to 4:40 left. 2 timeouts for the Rams in the half, 1 for the Wildcats. Pickles to the right side. They'll have 2 to the left. Out of the pistol set here for Roper. Quick handoff. Nope. Throw into the flat again, and that's going to be complete to Atkins as he'll go left and get past the first down marker. Ends up as a gain of about 6, maybe 7.
They're just nickel and diming us in that flat.
Another first down for the Wildcats, just marching down that field. Ball now on the Mount Vernon 37 on the far hash. Atkins will settle into that left slot. They'll have Pickles split right. And I believe that is number 11, Thomas, split left. Roper out of the gun. Back to his left, and it's just going to be a quick pitch. Left side will go to the runner, Cologne, and he will get to about, not quite to the line to gain. He might get about 7, 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and short with 3:40 left.
That is technically a pass, since it did pitch it forward.
Shovel pass?
Yeah.
There we go. Looks like 8 regardless.
Yeah.
I did get that right.
Just a technicality.
I love technicalities.
Looks like a timeout. Or
well, literal guy.
The play clock.
So 3:20 left here in the half. 2nd and 2 now for Marion. Ball on the Mount Vernon 29. Looking to move. 15 on the play clock. Out of the gun, Roper. They're tight right, split left. Single back in the backfield. Pitch in the backfield. It's going to be fumbled, and will it cost him? He'll get some positive yardage on the play, but the Rams swallow him up. Shy of the 25 to about the 26. Gain of 3 will be a first down. So just enough there for the ball carrier, Cologne. That's a sweet smell of a first down for the Marion Wildcats.
Yeah. That fumble just kind of bounced. You know, that bounce, it's a lucky bounce, honestly. That ball can kind of go anyway. Just bounce right back up to him, right. You know, just kind of like a drop in the bucket pass, just right into his hip pocket and took it for a few yards.
One of my fantasy leagues, that's -2 points either way. Roper just gets the throw off to no one. It's going to be picked off by the Rams in the backfield. There is a flag at about the 10. Trying to come back to the near side on the return to the 20. This is Marlon Price. Another penalty at the 25-30. It's not going to be a score if he makes it. He'll get to the 39-yard line. Question is, does the interception count?
Pass interference.
Let's see exactly what happened.
I didn't see one, but I'm going to look over your shoulder here. Here you go.
Well, that's the I don't know if we got enough of it, though. It's going to be on the Rams, and I'm just not sure.
I didn't see anything. I mean, there's nobody even there. You know, the ball wasn't even in the air.
I don't know if feet got tangled up.
But it's not pass interference if the ball's not in the air. You see, it's a illegal holding or a holding on the defense. It's not necessarily a pass interference. You know, that's just my opinion, but I don't know if the flag should be wait to be thrown until he intercepts the ball. You know, if it's pass interference, throw it when it happens.
It's going to take it down to the 16-yard line. And the Rams thought they had the football with 2:15 left. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 16. 21-8 your score. Rams on top. Marion threatening here on 1st and 10. Deep in Mount Vernon territory in the red zone. And now we will have timeout Rams. This timeout is presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Oh, advanced care close to home in the King City. And this is the second quarter that seems like it's never going to end.
No. The way our AD is pacing down there, it seems like we might be into delay pretty soon.
We'll see. So let's see what happens.
He's just a pacey guy.
He's high strung.
High strung.
I'm not going to diagnose what I think he is on the air, but
like a yellow jacket or something in here.
Uh-oh. That's no good. We got to take care of business there.
No, we just took care of business.
Well, Chuck Taylor here is going to help you out.
Right on my hand. I'm glad it didn't sting me on there. There's no telling. No telling what I would have said.
I mean, crazy things have happened. 2:02 left. 1st and 10 the score. The ball is on the 16-yard line for the Wildcats as they're threatening here in the red zone. Yeah, we could get clipped by some of the remnants coming through. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10, Marion. They're going to tighten up right, split left. Out of the gun here for Roper with 2:02 to play. In motion, Cologne. And Roper's going to hand off. That's going to almost bite the Rams, almost fool them a little. But that was Wade, I believe, who stepped back and got the carry for a gain of a couple.
Told one of my coworkers today that we survived a hurricane last night.
I'll tell you what, we rode one out, some remnants in 2012 at Mascoutah, I think it was. They had tornado warnings and everything there in St. Clair County.
Oh, wow.
Superintendent at the time was just absolutely livid that everybody in the press box stayed in it. Like we stayed up there, their PA and clock, they all stayed up there, and it was not pretty. We all got a pretty good reading. 2nd and 7, there wasn't a threat. Out of the gun here now, like the Marion Wildcats are a threat right now. Pitch to the right side, Cologne. He's going to cut right back up middle, trying to shimmy through a gap, dragging some guys toward the end zone as he's inside the 5. And let's see if he gets in. Does not. It's going to be a 1st down run here.
We're at a 10-yard gain.
Yeah.
That Cologne.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll drop below the minute mark here, and the Rams are going to have to bend and not break.
Yeah.
With a minute to play here in this. First half of football. 21-8, but the Wildcats are threatening down a baker's dozen. Out of the pistol. It's going to be Cologne right at the middle, and he might be just short.
Yep, the 1-yard line.
So that'll be a gain of 2 for Cologne. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1 with a half minute to play. Same play again. Rams get on the edge, and they get them down. They swallow them up. It'll be 3rd and goal. What a stop with 25 seconds left. I think there's going to be a timeout here. As the Wildcats will burn their last timeout. You can't fault them for that. It's presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Advanced care close to home in the King City. 23.7 seconds left. And on a no gain by Ryan Cologne, that was a heck of a stop by a Ram coming off of the edge.
Yeah,
they swallowed him up.
That was Zay Nesbitt coming off the edge there.
Well timed.
Wrapped him up and well timed. Yeah, you're right. Well timed tackle there by by Zay Nesbitt, and got a 3rd and goal, important play here. Used their timeout, so this might be it if they don't score. Unless they can get up on the line and go for 4th and goal.
Well, this is their final timeout. So we'll see what happens. 21-8 score. It's a 13-point lead for the Rams. The Wildcats are knocking at the door. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Oh, there's an update button I got to press for the down and distance. Trying to do it all. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line for the Marion Wildcats. Ball in the near hash.
Power I formation here, it looks like.
Absolutely. They'll tighten left. They'll still have Cole to the right. Back looks to be Niemeyer behind the quarterback Roper. Quick inside carry, and he's battling in. Does he get there? Still on his feet. I think he finally gets in with the last-ditch effort, and he does. It took a lot to get in, but he got in, most importantly for the Wildcats, and that makes it 21-14.
Yeah, I mean, that's just hard fought by the Rams there. Do everything you can to not get them in, but, you're getting into halftime here, still up. I think you're still in a good position. Here's that formation again.
Going to try to make it 21-16. Center in the middle, 2 to the right. Everybody else to the left. And now they're going to go for the kick. Okay.
3 on the play clock.
They get it off. They get the kick up, and
it's good.
21-15. With 16.2 seconds left. Maybe somebody will channel their inner Mylan Nettles and run one back.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've got to call one of those. Or you've got to call it and I got to watch.
16 2/10 of a second remain. 21-15 the score as the Rams hanging on to a first-half lead against the Marion Wildcats. This is WMIX Mount Vernon, free service from Withers Broadcasting. Perfect time to tell you about the official voice of the Rams on WMIX, People's National Bank. You can bank with confidence at PNB. With a range of services and dedicated support, they're here to help you every step of the way. Learn more at peoplesnationalbank.com. So let's see here, 16.2 ticks.
Looks like we kind of got the hands team up there waiting for anything.
Let's see, Ty Pierce, Jay-Sean Staples, Jaden Morales.
Malachi Mays, MP4.
Nolan Mast. There it is, and that'll sneak through all the way back to Zay Nesbitt. Picking it up at about the 15, out of the 20, at the 25, trying to stretch out, and runs a little bit backward to the 20, and he'll be swallowed up to the 24, maybe the 23, with 9 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Rams will have it 1st and 10. Oh, roughly at about the 20. Ooh, they're going to give it to the 23. Nope, 24. So 9 seconds remain in this first half of football, with the Rams on top by 6. It'll be Marion football to start the second half. So the Rams defense going to have to avoid penalties on that first drive of the second half. As the Rams send Barnes and Price to the left. Staples in the backfield with 9 seconds to play. 1st and 10 from the 23. That is where they spotted it. Staples will get the handoff, trying to bounce to the outside with 6 seconds left, and that'll probably take us to halftime. Yep, that's exactly what it'll do. Takes us to halftime here in the King City. And after 2 quarters of play, it is the Mount Vernon Rams 21, the Marion Wildcats 15. We'll come back with your Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show. Feature Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats. It's all straight ahead. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports in the Section 618 app.
It's not just about getting an oil change. It's about how quickly you're back on the road, humming to your favorite tunes. Quick Lube on Broadway in Mount Vernon, where faster meets friendlier and clean is the scene. Their attention to detail sets your ride apart from the rest without breaking the bank. Cruise into Quick Lube today, because when your car purrs, you know you've chosen right. Quick Lube. Quick, clean, complete. Ready to serve you and your ride on Broadway in Mount Vernon.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon is the people's choice for a favorite Italian restaurant. Order online at orderjoes.com or come by 819 Jordan Street, just off the square in downtown Mount Vernon. Joe's has great fresh salads, pasta, and garlic breads, and is the place to dine on real Chicago-style pizza during game night. Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon, 819 Jordan Street, orderjoes.com. Your taste buds will thank you.
Adventure awaits with the 2024 Toyota RAV4. Hi, this is Tony Reeves at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. We've got 5 in stock and more on the way, whether you're looking for a gas model or a fuel-efficient hybrid. Right now, get 4.99% APR for 36 to 60 months on gas models or 5.99% APR for 36 to 60 months on hybrids. Visit Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon today to lock in your special APR, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show starts now.
Back at Ken Hunt Stadium from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, where the Mount Vernon Rams lead the Marion Wildcats here on WMIX, 21-15. AM 940, 96.5 FM, or you're watching us live on the WMIX Sports YouTube. Rams open up to a 21-8 lead after trailing 8-7. And then Marion comes right back before the end of the second quarter. 21-15 now the score as the Rams will kick off to start the second half. So keep that in the back of your minds as we're into this Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime report. Of course, Mike and Sarah Talese brought us Quick Lube to Mount Vernon after so many years, and Christopher and Carterville. And they're on the corner of 20th and Broadway near Casey Middle School and Bob Strothman Park right here in the heart of the King City. So we're in the heart of the King City, at least the western heart of it, I should say, on the news side of town, as they call it. So we'll get to the stats, sponsored by Michael Croce in just a bit. But Tyler, that first half, oh boy, Rams got up and down the field, but so did the Marion Wildcats on that final drive. And the Ram defensive penalty on a third down that looked to have them dead to rights ends up costing them. Marion just keeps marching and marching and marching. They finally get into the end zone, and now it's 21-15 instead of 21-8.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just that, pass interference penalty, hurts, but, it you just got to, not let them kind of dink and dunk you in the flat. It seems like every play they're getting out to the outside, whether it be a bubble screen or, getting outside the tackles on a run. Sure that up, and I think the Mount Vernon Rams are in a pretty good position to win this game.
Could be. We'll find out, as I know they'd really like to get that second half going, but got to get the marching band and whatnot in there, and you got to give the kids some time to rest, because there is precipitation and more on the way, and this may not be a fun adventure as we leave the booth later either, but be that as it may, here we are, there you are. We're going to take a break and come back here to the Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show, get you those Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats. We'll also get you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard here at the half. After 2, Mount Vernon 21, Marion 15. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
I'm Michael Croce, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croce of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Culver's of Mount Vernon has your new career, a rewarding one that can send you home with a big fat wallet, as big as one of their butter burgers. Starting pay is $15.25 an hour. Yeah, just to start. If you're a student looking for some extra cash, maybe you're a parent who sent your kid back to school and is looking for a job. Apply today. Go to culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon, Illinois, or apply in person at Culvers at Veterans and 42nd and Mount Vernon. Join the Blue Crew today at Culvers.
Have you ever wondered how your homeowner's insurance works? Or whether you have enough coverage to protect you in an auto accident? Or what would happen to your family if you get sick or pass away prematurely? I'm your local State Farm agent, Tony Will, and these are the very questions that we help people with every day. If you don't have the answers to these questions, stop by my office in Mount Vernon. Waiting till a catastrophe happens to learn how your insurance works can be very costly. Don't let that be you. Find us on the web at TonyWilt.com or call us at 242-1421.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Paul Shields, Allstate Insurance.
AM 940, 96.5 FM. You're watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube, where we appreciate those of you listening via the Section618.com mobile application. About 10 minutes, maybe 13 minutes or so. Forgot about the 3-minute warm-up before we start the second half here in Mount Vernon. The Rams 21, Wildcats 15. Tyler Williams alongside. I'm Chris Hugo on the Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime, and rains could be a coming, according to the radar apps I am using. Could be here just before the 9 o'clock hour, so could be an interesting second half. But it was an interesting first half, no doubt, Tyler, and I think the Michael Croce and Edward Jones halftime stats will tell us quite a bit.
No, absolutely. So starting off for the Marion Wildcats, Niemeyer had 7 rushes for 49 yards. Cologne had 7 rushes, a touchdown, and 33 yards. Number 3, Cole had 2 yards, 1 rush. Winters had 2 rush, 10 yards. And Wade, number 4, had 1 rush for 2 yards. The quarterback, Roper, was 5 for 9 for 34 yards, 56%. And receiving, number 3, Cole, 2 catches for 15 yards. Atkins, 2 catches for 11 yards. Winters, 2 catches for 10 yards. Pickles, 1 catch for 8 yards. And Cologne, 1 catch for 8 yards. And for the Mount Vernon Rams, Staples had 11 rushes, for 50 yards. Mays had 3 rushes, that big touchdown run, 53 yards. Morales had 1 rush for 6 yards. Price had that 14-yard touchdown run, and Nesbitt had 8 yards rushing. Malachi Mays was 1 for 2 with a 75-yard touchdown pass to Marlon Price. There are your stats.
There we go. Sponsored by Michael Croce and Edward Jones, a name synonymous with investments in Jefferson County for quite a while. Michael Croce and the Croce family, of course, with Edward Jones. You can find him in his office. Of course, I'm not using my normal devices for my sponsors, but of course you can find him. 1726 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Edward Jones, member SIPC. We'll take a break, come back, get you caught up on some scores from around the area tonight on this Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show. Mike and Sarah Tulise, again, welcome here to the King City. Still a business in its infancy on the corner of 20th and Broadway. More Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime coming up. It's Mount Vernon 21, Marion 15. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Natasha Rhodes, nurse practitioner, to their staff. Natasha specializes in orthopedics with special interest in spine and is accepting new patients. Her clinical experience lies in neurosurgery with concentration on adult geriatric primary care. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care by providing comprehensive treatment with a personal approach. Visit orthocenter-si.com or call 618-242-3778.
You've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agents are seeing ways to save you money on insurance. From starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely, Allstate agents know how to maximize your savings. They'll share their knowledge as they help you personalize your coverage. Because when it comes to seeing all the ways to save, Allstate agents do it best.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
We're at halftime in the King City, and of course, elsewhere they're under weather delays in Southern Illinois due to the remnants of Hurricane Francine working its way through the region. Here it's halftime, and it's 21-15 as we're back on the Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show. They have already postponed Christopher and Hamilton County until noon tomorrow. So Hamilton County was leading Christopher, and they have postponed that one until noon tomorrow. Caruthersville, Missouri, meanwhile, at halftime has a 21-6 lead over Carlisle. That is in the Show Me State. At the half, a winless Muscuda team leading Riverview Gardens out of Missouri 14-0. At the half, and I understand there will be a weather delay coming out of the half for Sesterville Waltonville, who leads Fairfield 8-6. Also in a weather delay, we know, is Waterloo. Of course, Waterloo tweets that they're in a weather delay against Mount Vernon. I think they mean Centralia, but it was a 14-7 Waterloo, I believe, with 6:37 left in the second, and that is against the Orphans. So we'll see how that one ends up there. Elsewhere around the area tonight, it does look like, as we're continuing on the Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard, at halftime, Columbia leads Taylorville 21-13. There is a lightning delay in Murfreesboro or Benton, where I think it's in Benton, where the Murfreesboro Red Devils lead the Benton Rangers 21-6. So Murphy on top of that one in that battle. No longer a conference game, as the Red Devils are in the Ohio now still, and the Rangers are now in the Mississippi. But that scoreboard update is presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. Look for that white State Farm Jeep around town. And Tyler, taking a look at some things here, and don't want to cause any alarm or anything like that, but we are expecting a weather delay at some point in the second half. And, hopefully everybody will just be able to wait it out. We don't have some of the same problems others do. There's turf now, but the big thing will be any lightning that comes through, so we'll hope that dissipates quickly, but never know. So we'll see what happens. But for the Rams, a halftime lead against the Wildcats. Didn't have such a thing last year, if I recall correctly, and for the Rams, they've looked pretty good in spurts tonight in that first half.
Yeah, I don't really take anything from that Rams game last year, just because it was just such an odd, quarterbacks hurt, this, that, and the other. Had to dust off the playbook from Yale of the 1800s. But here, I think in the second half, I think we need to. I know we're worried about the deep pass, but I think we need to get on the edges a little more and defend that kind of part of the field better on both sides, right and left. Because in the flat, they're kind of tearing us up in the flat on Marion's offensive side of the ball. On Mount Vernon Rams' offensive side of the ball, I think we're doing the right things. Just keep doing what you're doing. March down the field, use runs, sprinkle a pass in every once in a while. If Malachi Mays is passing like that pass to Marlon Price, let him sling it around a little bit. Why not? But hey, I like what the Mount Vernon Rams are at, and I like what they're doing on both sides of the ball. And then penalties. I mean, they haven't been as bad as in weeks past, so they've definitely improved there. I think the Mount Vernon Rams are playing well. I think the Marion Wildcats are playing well. I think it'll be a close game, just like I expected.
There we go. Quick Lubes Car Care experts rival any race car pit crew. They're faster, friendlier, and cleaner than the rest. Shop their storefront at dollarsavingdeals.com for $25 off your next oil change. It's at dollarsavingdeals.com. We'll take a break, come back, as you said, for the second half of this one. The Mount Vernon Rams 21, Marion Wildcats 15. This is your Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime. And this is Rams football from WMIX Sports in the Section 618 app.
Chris with Bean Insurance Agency. We've been serving the listening area for over 20 years. Our office has a combined experience of over 75 years of insurance knowledge. We have multiple companies to choose from, so you get a great rate, and we strive to provide the best customer service around. This combination has won Bean Insurance Agency multiple awards over the last 20 years. Call today and find out for yourself at 618-242-6017 or stop by 1310 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon is an affordable assisted lifestyle community providing apartments for seniors 65 and older. Residents will enjoy private one-bedroom or studio apartments with amenities including weekly housekeeping, laundry service, 3 meals a day, medication assistance, and 24-hour staffing and assistance. Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, an equal housing opportunity. Leave worries behind and move forward with Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon. Stop by and tour this awesome community today.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, full-time employment, salaried positions, and even build your own schedule options. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Back at the half at Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School. Both teams look ready to go. They just put the 3-minute warm-up time on the clock, but I think everybody's kind of antsy to go ahead and get this one started if they can with the second half here in Mount Vernon. 21-15 Rams. It'll be Marion football to start the second half, unless there's an onside kick that would have to be recovered by the Rams. But it's a long way of getting to the point of saying the Rams will kick off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to fill time. If you ever wonder, why do you not just get to the points? Because I am what they call filling time.
Yeah.
So there you go.
My wife says I live about 10 miles south of the King City, and she said it is pouring down rain there.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is those things move slow and take time to wind around. So
yeah, that's true.
We may still have 45 minutes or so, but we'll see. And the key is going to be whether or not it's just heavy rain or if there's some lightning involved, too. And it's going to be the lightning that causes the delay.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, we're in the press box. I don't mind any rain.
So let's see. Still about 1:45 on that warm-up clock. I think both teams are on the field. They're ready to go. Marion has the return team out. The Rams will send their kicking team out there.
Well, if we're filling time, you're talking about the 1974 class reunion.
Something like that.
There is somebody here, Jack Overstreet, if he's anything like his dad or his siblings, one of the best families out there. Want to shout him out all the way from Colorado.
Nice.
Coming in for the class reunion, celebrating. I can't remember how many years you said, but
50 now.
50. I can't. But yeah, celebrating 50 years all the way from Colorado.
Nice. As the class of 74 is back, we welcome them back to the King City. For many, it's probably the first time they've seen the new school.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe.
Put a fresh 12 on the clock, and we'll await the Truman Carnine kickoff to get us started here in the second half. All the action tonight is presented by People's National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And there is the kick end over end to about the about the half-yard line. It bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And for the Ram defense, one of the keys, I think, to the second half is get that bullet out of the chamber and stop shooting yourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to put it, so I'm going to just leave it there.
I mean, the old Barney 5.
Barney 5.
Let's see what happens here. Wildcats and Callahan Roper back onto the field. Away whites with navy and gold trim, glossy white helmets. All white. Color blast here for the Wildcats. Rams, meanwhile, home blacks with pink numerics and trim tonight on pink out night. With a man in motion, it's just going to be a shovel pass coming around and ends up as a stretch play to the left side. Good spin on the far sideline by Atkins. Staying on his feet, first down yardage, 35. Ooh, I thought that one was dead about the 23. Ends up trying to wait for the traffic to clear. Ends up about a 13, 14-yard gain for Atkins on a sweep.
I think that's that little touch pass again. Roper.
It was. Interesting. Pistol here for Roper, and it's going to be handoff coming to the near side. Looks like Cologne as he'll break now to the 40-yard line, gets to the 45, brought down by a wall of Rams for an 11-yard gain for Cologne here in the first half, and Marion's moving the chains at will with 11:40 to play.
Yeah, I mean, they're just doing what they want at will, it seems like.
Ball is on the 46. Handoff out of the backfield. Cologne again. Just an off-tackle run near midfield. Gets 3.5 on the play, so it'll be a 3-yard gain for Cologne this time to bring up 2nd and 7.
Man, Jay-Sean Staples came flying in for that tackle.
11:09 left. We're in the third quarter, presented by People's National Bank. Thanks to those of you watching online, courtesy of Paul Shields, your Mountford and Allstate agent. Out of the pistol here, 2 to the right, 1 to the left now for Callahan Roper. Simple handoff right up the gut. This is Niemeyer now running for about 3. Oh, more than that. He got 5, 6 on the play. Niemeyer. Bring up 3rd and about 3 now for the Wildcats.
Need some cowbell here.
Yep, and the Rams need a stop on 3rd and 3 from the Mount Vernon 47-yard line between the hashes for Marion. Out of the pistol here, same formation, 2 right, 1 left. And just right up the gut, Niemeyer, and he's going to run side to side as he gets to the line to gain, and we'll see if he got past it on forward progress. Looks like he did.
Yeah.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Looks like a gain about 4 there. I mean, just kind of looks like they're tightening up the formations here. Marion offense did it late in the second or end of the first half. They're doing it here again, just tightening up those formations and getting inside.
Roper out of the pistol. 10 minutes to play in the third. 21-15. Looking for that Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter. And out in front of it is the Ram defender. Maybe hanging on the intended target of Keon Cole a little too much, but good job by the Ram defender out of the secondary.
Yeah, that was Noah Ellis. Just good defense. We're not going to talk about the tug of the jersey, but that's good defense by him for sure.
2nd and 10 now as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. 9:52 left here in the third. 21-15, Rams on top. Wildcats looking to threaten. Ball on the Mount Vernon 43. High snap, no problem. Niemeyer will get the carry. Legs taken out from underneath him. There's going to be a flag here at about the 41-yard line. It'd be a gain of 2 right now.
Looks like a holding on Marion.
All right, that'll go backward. Let's see, it was. Walk it off there. They're going to midfield. So it'll be 2nd and 20 to go now. 2nd and 20 for the Wildcats from the the Marion 47-yard line. Back in their own territory as they cross midfield on the holding penalty. 21-15 Rams. Marion out of the gun with a single back. Rolling right, looking left. It's completed in the backfield to Niemeyer. He's got some running room to the sideline. Pushed out of bounds by, I think, Noah Ellis. Shy of the original line of scrimmage. Be 3rd down and
11.
11. Good call. 9-yard gain.
Who was that? Sorry.
Niemeyer.
On the pass.
Oh, they didn't give the spot. I thought they would. 3rd and 13 for the Cats with 9:20 left. And we have a flag. Guessing that's going to be offside on the Rams. Make it 3rd and 8. Oh, boy. Another shot in the foot for the Ram defense this season. Penalty plagued. 9:21 left, third quarter, 3rd and 8. Now for the Marion Wildcats, all dressed in white. Out of the single back shotgun set, 1 to the right, twins to the left. And it's going to a little end around here. You like it out of him.
Man.
Now coming down to the right side, not getting much as Atkins pulled back for a loss. Give credit, I think, Marlon Price and Jay-Sean Staples for the tackle for loss. And that's going to push the Wildcats back a little deeper, 4th and 11. Oh, boy. Big stop for the Rams, and that's what we have been clamoring for most of the season.
Yeah.
With 8:54 remaining here in the third quarter, and for the Rams to give up that long touchdown drive before the end of the half, to possibly get a stop, avoiding any Marion trickery, of course, would be absolutely massive on the first drive of this second half of football. But we'll see. On 4th and 11 from the 44. He's taking a two-step drop back to pass, and he'll be swallowed up for the sack.
Amari Rose with the sack. Came over the top.
I'm glad you chimed in because all I can think about is Terry Rudolph, but he's graduated. So Mr. Rose on a big sack. By any other name would not smell as sweet. And that's a big turnover on downs for the Ram defender. And the Rams will take over in Marion territory with 8:29 remaining in the third quarter.
Man, he came out of nowhere. And I did not see him coming along. I was just looking at the quarterback, looking downfield, and out of nowhere he comes and swallows him up. Looked like Lawrence Taylor on there coming off the right side.
If anybody caught the Shakespeare reference in there, good for you. 8:29 left in the third. Rams with the football to be 1st and 10 from the Marion 48 inside the near hash. Back out of the gun, Malachi Mays. Man in motion here, and it'll just be a quarterback keeper. Mays right up the middle, inside the 45. Gets down to inside the 40. Second, lost the football, but it was down by contact.
It's down, yeah.
Oh, boy.
This game is getting kind of crazy on us.
Boy, it's something. Mays got about 11 on the play, so for Malley, it's another first down for the Rams. Pauses the clock with about 8:23 left in the quarter. Mays, of course, had a 53-yard touchdown run earlier in the game, and then had a 75-yard touchdown pass to Marlon Price. He wants to be that Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. Out of the gun here with one back. Looks like Isaiah Jefferson in the backfield. He gets a second effort. Oh, nice move at about the 34. 36, rather, to get to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, though, for Jefferson.
Sorry, that move, he kind of looked like he was levitating. I was like,
something.
Whoa.
$7:35 remains here in the third. Looking for that Walgreens Distribution Center first score on what the Rams would love to be an SI Talent Crowd Supply touchdown. Rain starting to fall here in Mount Vernon. Out of the gun, Mays. Looking to the right side into the flat. Complete. Nope, dropped. Dropped by Dave Barnes, it looks like, and that'll fall incomplete to bring up 3rd and 8. And the falling rain will send the Rams fans into a frenzy, and unfortunately, 2 media outlets are outside tonight.
Yeah.
Shortcut a press box, and that's what happens. Just my opinion. 7:17 remains here, third quarter, 21-15. The Rams by 6. Looking to add to the lead here on 3rd and 8. Ball on the Marion 35 on the near hash. They'll send 2 to the left side, tight right. Jefferson is the back for the quarterback, Mays. Split left is the sophomore, Dave Barnes. Out of play action, and Malley's going to be swallowed up at about the 41. Ends up as a loss of 6. That'll bring up 4th down for the Rams. And this drive, unfortunately, will come to an abrupt halt.
Truman got this, and then.
Well, I think he does in practice.
The rain.
We're going to watch that sack again.
He kind of
on our
fell weird,
replay.
didn't he? Just kind of landed weird.
Boom. Rose out of nowhere on the
Rose,
sack.
Yeah. Man.
Set up this drive, and the Rams are going to go ahead.
He's going.
And try the field goal. So this is from the 41.
Yep.
The kick will be from about the 47. If he gets it, it'll be about 56-57, which would tie and or break the school record. Snap, up, kick is going to be just short. Just short from 57 yards, which would have been a school record. He can make it in practice. Game is a different story, and he just comes up about 4 or 5 yards short of a 57-yard field goal. And that'll give the Wildcats field position right there when they take over. It was 6:19 left here in the third. All the action tonight presented by People's National Bank. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Normally I would tell you a lot more about them, but I'm down an iPad tonight and can't get into my Google Docs account. Having to go off memory. First world problems. Sounds like we're on in the Benton press box tonight, so my guy DC can relate to not having access to the reads. 21-15 score here, 6-point game. Marion Wildcats going to take over. My apologies. This is high school, Hugo. They take over at the 20. It's a touchback. 2 left, 1 to the right. Out of the pistol here for Callahan Roper.
Okay, so it's a touchback if they miss a field goal?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
My knowledge, not what it should be for somebody that's been doing this for 18 years. 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the pistol, there is going to be a carry. Niemeyer going left. Ooh, didn't really find that gap. It got to the original line of scrimmage, so at best, a gain of 1. At worst, no gain for the Marion Wildcats on the play, which would bring up 2nd and 9 or 10.
I think it's 2nd and 10. I mean, that guy hasn't moved off the chain spot, so. Hey, shout out to the chain gang being out here in the pouring down rain. I mean,
I can tell you, normally I have a ton of trash bags to carry the stuff out. I normally carry a poncho. I don't see the trash bags. I just see a poncho. So I'm good to go. Uh-oh. The reigning Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week, Jay Sean Staples, is coming off, limping off the field. We hope that's just a cramp. We won't speculate. We're here in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth as an OCSI athletic trainer is going to tend to the needs of Jay Sean. It is ruled no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Kitties. 5:48 left here in the 3rd. 2nd and 10. Ball from the 20. And Roper a running handoff and trying to come to the near side will be Niemeyer, and he'll be swallowed up at the 22. That could have been much worse. That's going to be a great tackle there, maybe by Taylor. If not Taylor, that is number 65, Boyd, the nose guard. And that'll be a gain of just a couple for Chase Niemeyer. So we'll go with 3rd and... Ooh, they're going to give him 3. We'll go with 3rd and 7 unofficially. We'll hit the 5:15 mark of the quarter here. We'll have your Egyptian Spine postgame show coming up with Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring in stats and Alfred and Culver's player of the game. Out of the gun here, looking left. Uh-oh. Sideline pass. That's going to be complete in stride. Up the sideline to the 40, 35-30, 25-20. Uh-oh, tightrope and gets down to the 10. Pulled down. Touchdown saving tackle on a heck of a grab by number 11, Junius Thomas. From the 23 down to the... Where are you spotting it, Britton Garrison? To the 10. So that'll be 67 yards. Noah Ellis, of course, on the touchdown saving tackle. Who else? But that is a big catch and run for the Marion Wildcats with 4:45 left here in the 3rd. Another 3rd down conversion for Marion. They'll send 2 to the right, 1 to the left, ball on the 10. It is 1st and goal, and they'll get right up the middle inside the 5, diving to about the 3 on a carry by Cologne. And that'll be around a 6. And Rutrow.
Yeah. I mean, it talked about in the pregame, got to protect the deep ball. Just sometimes it gets you.
Casaraya has authentic Mexican cuisine like no other. Each dish made with love and passion. Easy to find, 3106 Broadway in Mount Vernon. As Marion right up the gut again. Cologne might be just short here on the dive. He ran straight, then dove. Got about 3 on the play, maybe 2. It'll be 2. It'll be 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, big 3rd down here. Need to get the crowd going. It's raining. Looks like a lot of them.
A lot of Rams fans in attendance. No mind, no matter. Here to see maybe a goal line stand on 3rd and goal from the 2. 3:38 left in the quarter. Marion trying to get the lead for the 2nd time tonight. Cologne off tackle gets in. 2-yard scamper to make it 21-all. The key will be, will Marion go for 2? Which they've done once, or will they go for the PAT, which they did the other time? It was 7-0 Rams and 8-7 Marion, then 21-8 Rams, and then 21-15, and now it is another unanswered Marion touchdown to this point. A Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown as your Walgreens Distribution Center first score. There it a sweet play to the right side, looking to go for 2, and that one will be stopped. It'll be 21 all. Tied at 21. Can't ask for much more.
Good football game, good football weather.
21 all here in the third as we await the kickoff with 3:28 left. Discover the difference with People's National Bank. From savings accounts to home loans, they provide the solutions you need. Learn more at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Good to have Spot on with us. Lady Rams basketball coach and former Ram offensive coordinator Jeff Lonin sending in some tidbits about the Wildcat offense he coached against for so many years. I think he'd have been jumping up and down, very cautiously, of course, had that field goal made it across. I think even he would have appreciated the soccer-style motion of Truman Carnine had it gone in. Lonin, of course, was a straight-on kicker back in the day. We await the kickoff here, tied at 21. 3:28 remains, third quarter. Here in the second half from Ken Hunt Stadium. You're watching online thanks to Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon All-State agent, as you just witnessed his touchback as Paul looks straight back at you on the YouTube screen.
He's always watching.
Yes, he is. Those peepers are looking right back at you.
It's like a nice oil painting. Doesn't matter where you're at in the room, he's looking at you.
Yes, sir. And we are thankful to have him aboard the broadcast as well. Of course, does quite a bit with us, and we're very thankful. Also a vast supporter of the Special Olympics. Very benevolent. Anyhow, 3:28 remains. We're in the third. 1st and 10 from the 20 after the touchback for the Rams. 2 to the left. Tight right now motion. One of them will be Jaden Morales. The other one will be Shoop. Mays, the handoff. Going to keep it himself, trying for his own off-tackle run as he'll get past the 20 to the 23. Gain of 3 for number 3 himself, Malachi Mays.
3 for 3.
We are tied. We're all square. 21 points apiece here in this South 7 Conference matchup. The Rams are 1-0 in South 7 play. This is the first conference game of the season for the Marion Wildcats. And as we told you in our intro earlier, the penultimate home game this year. The Rams have just one home game left. That'll be senior night against the Centralia Orphans in Week 8. Road Warriors until then. 2nd and 7, man in motion. That was Kessler, I believe. This is going to be Isaiah. Oh, a reverse, and this is going to be coming to the near side. Handoff Jefferson to Kessler. And Kessler will dance past the 25 to about the 26 for a gain of 3.
Man, it's really coming down, ain't it?
I believe they call that a monsoon in some circles. But the light has a way of making it seem.
Yeah, that's true.
A little different.
Oh.
2:14 left. Now it's getting thick.
Wow.
You can see it coming down on the bleachers. We'll get to 2:09, and now the right side, Isaiah Jefferson on the run, trying to slip a tackle.
Hey.
He does. Quite literally still on his feet to the 40. Going to make a break for it at midfield. Nice spin down to the 45-yard line. Big run for the Rams. 23 gets you to midfield. Another 5 makes 28 down to the opposing 45 on a big run by Isaiah Jefferson with 1:57 left in the third. Tied at 21. Rams and meow the Marion Wildcats.
He is using the precipitation to his advantage, slipping tackles left and right. Jersey's a little slick.
Most certainly did with 1:52 left here in the third. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside. Jeff Crow with us in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth with 5 locations in Southern Illinois: Mount Vernon, Centralia, Nashville, Pinckneyville. I feel like I'm forgetting one. More on that in a moment. Out of the gun here for Mays. Again, I don't have my reads. My apologies. Handoff coming right up the gut to about the 45-yard line. That's actually going to be a gain of 1 because they spotted it at the 46 a second ago. No, nice spot. And I'm not talking about Steven, who's watching us back home. That's a great spot at about the 43-yard line. My ADHD got the best of me. Who was the ball carrier on that one?
Jefferson.
Thank you. Oh, that's right. Staples was on the sideline earlier.
I think I'm not going to assume anything. I'm not sure what it was.
55 seconds left. Runner a minute in the third. Tied at 21. Rams with the football out of the gun for Mays. Ball on the Marion 43. And it's going to stretch near side. Oh, Jefferson on his horse. He's inside the 30. A man to beat at the 20. He turns on the Jets. Inside the 10. 5 touchdown. Nice cut by Jefferson. He'll get into the end zone, and the Rams on top, 27-21.
Man, I mean, just such a dynamic runner. Getting on the edge and then cutting back and getting away from the defender to score that 43-yard touchdown. Just unbelievable run. Dynamic runner. Just a slew of dynamic runners on this Mount Vernon Rams team.
For those of you that might be fans of Eddie's music, I believe Falco, if he were still living, would rewrite the song and call it "Rock Me, Isaiah." Here comes 2nd and 7. Kick up, good. Rams lead it 28-21. Let's see here. Trying to type. There we go. See if your boy got that replay or not. Flash into it. We did, and there he goes. Off to the races. Simple as that. Nice cut there at about the 15 and into the end zone for Mr. Jefferson.
Just a cut and dry run. You know, not really dry, I guess. Not dry out there, but I think it's going to be a lot of ground game with the rain coming down the way it is. Who's going to be able to stop the run better, I think, is the biggest key at this point with the weather the way it is.
38 ticks to go on the third quarter clock, and it's 28-21. Another SI Talent Carpet Supply touchdown for the Mount Vernon Rams. We'll try to get you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update in a moment. I'll tell you what, Jefferson and Malachi Mays, oh boy, what a night for both of them. Marlon Price, MP4, having a big night. 38 seconds left, 28-21. We're in the third. Rams by a touchdown. I'm going to tell you right now, we have quite a few contenders, not only for our Mount Vernon Culver's Player of the Game, but our next Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. Kickoff inside the 5 at about the 4. We might see a wedge right up the middle here, and nope, trying to cut right, left, right. Spin backwards for Wade. Pardon me, that's Coles. He'll now bounce back to the right side at the 30-yard line to the 35, and finally brought out of bounds by Kane Kessler. Another crazy legs Kessler out there.
Yeah. Him and English out there.
So, 23.9 seconds and all that running to get to the 40. Between the hashes will be at the spot as Marion has a 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line with 23.9 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, number 58 went down in the middle of that, and I think if he would have been up, it would have been a lot different story on that return, but he's still down here. Looks like a lower body injury, but, I mean, he was down and tried to walk off. Couldn't really walk off, so I hope he's okay down there.
We will hope for the best, of course. Let's see what I got for you. Right now, just going through emails. We'll get you some scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent, in a moment. Can tell you, we'll have our post-game show presented by Egyptian Spine with your Michael Croce and Edward Jones post-game stats. If you plan to travel, work part-time, or move somewhere warmer when you retire, well, let me tell you, Michael Croce and Edward Jones, financial advisor, will help you reach the retirement you've always wanted. Call 618-244-5990. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I tell you what, it doesn't look good, whatever it is. Not put any weight on that.
Thank goodness for that extra long stretcher golf cart.
Yeah.
That's legit.
That is legit. But there was a coach that just picked him up and carried him to the stretcher golf cart.
Even more legit.
Hey, that's a good program right there.
23.9 seconds left. I'm not going to speculate on who that was, but I think that's a class of 2000 running back. And now, coming up the left side on the carry, Cologne. He's on his feet past midfield, far side, 45-40, brought down at the opposing 35-yard line, which would be a gain of about 29 on the ground for Ryan Cologne, if that's where the spot is going to be. And that'll move the chains and then some on the ground for the Wildcats and give them a fresh 1st and 10 into deep into Mount Vernon territory. 14 seconds left in the third quarter.
Like I said, I think it's just going to be who can stop the run better at this point with the rain coming down the way it is.
And now it'll be a pass to the right, shovel. As I'm looking down to type up a tweet, and that'll get down to the 26-yard line. Gain of 9. That'll take us to the end of the third.
That was Wade.
Nice. So, we're at the end of 3 here in the King City. We'll take a break, come back, and just started with the 4th. Right now, it's Mount Vernon 28, the Marion Wildcats 21. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
There's only so much time in the day. That's why People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with P&B To Go mobile banking. P&B To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with P&B To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Anthony Garino, a pain management physician specializing in all procedures of the spine. For over 25 years, Dr. Garino has helped thousands of patients live a higher quality of life through cutting-edge treatment and his personalized approach to pain management. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Garino, call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Back on WMIX and the WMIX Sports YouTube and Section 618 app, as we'll have a Wildcat in motion, but this play's going to go backwards on 2nd and 1. Try to stretch the field to the near side and push that out of bounds. Will be Max Wade, the ball carrier. We'll see where this spot is going to be, and it looks like it could be short.
That loss of 1 by Wade.
So bring up about 3rd and 2. So, nope, 3rd and 1. No gain. I guess. So 3rd and short for the Wildcats here with 11:24 left in the 4th quarter. We're just in our way with 4th quarter action. They tighten some things up for Niemeyer. He'll get first down and then some. Simple dive along the hash as he is down all the way to the 22 for a gain of 4. And for a guy that hadn't played football until going into this year, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Just a good athlete, good player.
Moves the chains, 1st and 10. Ball on the Mount Vernon 22 on the near hash. All the action tonight is presented by People's National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Find their locations and ATMs at peoplesnationalbank.com. So with 1st and 10 here on the 22-yard line, the ball is on the near hash again at the 22. Quarterback is going to play action to the right side. Winner is going to try to stretch past the first down marker. Does, diving toward the 10 and out of bounds about the 9. That'll be a 13-yard grab for Blake Winters. Experimenting with the down and distance marker on the screen, so forgive us. I have to do that. Try to see how it goes tonight. There's a quick handoff, and then right in between the gap and no problem into the end zone. Looks like Ryan Colon. Aight. It's going to be about a 9-yard touchdown run. Right now, 28-27.
I thought it was number 9,
Could have been.
Niemeyer. 9 yards.
When it comes to that distance, I really can't see. Sometimes it is just not being able to see through the thick wood. This time it's just my vision. 28-27, the Wildcats back within 1 with 10:35 left, and we have another Ram down on the field, certainly hoping that they are okay. Back within 1, the Wildcats, if you've just joined us here on WMIX, the Section618.com mobile app, and the WMIX Sports YouTube. Our video is presented by Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon All-State agent. 2100-ish Broadway in the King City. As Marlon Price is going to come off of the field under his own power on what will be a point-after attempt here by the Wildcats after a 9-yard touchdown run by Chase Niemeyer. Rain has lightened some. Hopefully it won't get much worse than this with 10:35 remaining here in the fourth. Out of the pistol with one to the left. They'll go for two. Right into the end zone, no problem. The seas parted that day for the Marion conversion, and they take a 29-28 lead. Just let him right through.
Yeah.
And with 10:35 left in the fourth quarter, the Marion Wildcats on top, 29-28. Let's see, that's another SI Talent Carpet Supply touchdown. So we look for our Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game. Don't forget that after the game, you can treat your star yourself to a juicy butter burger or the frozen flavor treat of the day at your Mount Vernon Culver's at 42nd and Veterans. Glad to have people email me everything. It's been a nice backup component tonight.
All right.
29-28 score, 10:35 remains here. Marion to kick off. We'll see if they try to catch the Rams napping here. And it'll bounce. Ooh, at this point, just let it go. Nope, we'll pick it up. Probably a good move at the time. And the return man going to come to the near side. I didn't get a glimpse of the number. It might have been Zay Nesbitt. He'll be shy of the 14, or somewhere between the 13 and the 14, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams.
It's kind of slowed down, so I don't blame him for picking it up, honestly.
$10:30 left. We're in the fourth quarter in the King City from the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Tied. Actually, it's 29-28. Rams trailing, but with the football. 1st and 10. Good. To the left. Tight right. And Jefferson's going to get the handoff. He had that long touchdown earlier, and he'll get right about to the 13 or 14-yard line for a short gain.
Rain's picking back up again.
We'll drop below the 10-minute mark on the series. 2nd down and 7 for the Rams, trailing 29-28. Look for another Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week tonight. Maybe a candidate anyway. Quite a few making their case. Josh Finley now at 8-14 Harrison and Mount Vernon. Out of the gun, Mally Mace. And he'll get a reverse. And right up the gut here, I think, is a Kessler.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Kessler will get the carry and get a couple more yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down at about 3 on the gain of 5 by Kessler. A couple of carries for 8 yards for Jack.
Yep. He does coming in on that reverse, just does his job, gets a few yards, makes it 3rd and short here.
Let's see. There we go. Back will be to the left this time. Isaiah Jefferson in the backfield. With a man in motion, going to be a quarterback keeper. And then plenty of running room for Mally Mays. Nice cut there. Good block. He'll get inside the 40. Brought down at about the 40. Oh, they're going to spot it at the 45-yard line for a gain of 23 on the ground.
It was a good run by him. Great block by Dave Barnes
Ooh,
there on the edge. Just taking him out to dinner over there. Just taking him for a ride.
This is WMIX Mount Vernon, W243AV FM Mount Vernon. Free services from Withers Broadcasting. We'll hit the 8:48 mark of the fourth quarter. Rams trailing 29-28. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Ball in the near hash. As it will be. Looks like masked. Split left. Up in the left slot. It's going to be Jefferson trying to stretch as he'll sweep. Oh, nice move to get some yardage at least. As he'll cut back toward the sideline and then dive forward for a few. So not a bad play by Jefferson. As he'll make it second and about 7. Good job by Isaiah. And with 8:15 left, Rams are trying to march downfield. They're just shy of midfield now. Ball on their own 47-yard line. And they get another S.I. Talent Carpet Supply touchdown. And out of the snap, going to be a quarterback keeper. Nice sweep-type run there by Mally Mays, as he'll get a couple at best. It'll be 3rd and 6. With 7:37 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just got to keep getting first downs. I know it's simple for me to say, but, I mean, that's just got to keep getting first downs. If you're behind, you got to hit pay dirt here.
Finally at halftime in Monroe County, the Waterloo Bulldogs 14, Central Valley Orphans 13. Murphy and Benton are back at it near halftime, still 21-6 Murphy. Scores presented by Tony Wilch, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Look for that white State Farm Jeep around town to get to a better state with State Farm. Out of the gun here, Mays. Keep it himself. Off tackle run to this near side, stretches forward. They're going to have a penalty flag. He's shy of a first down. But what's this penalty going to tell us? Looks like a hold.
Personal foul, face mask.
Oh. I only saw the initial arm tug. Helps to watch the entire mechanic, and that's going to gift the Rams a first down.
I hate to say that's a good penalty for the Mount Vernon Rams.
Your Heritage Woods and Mount Vernon officials for tonight's game: Jay Miller of Centralia, Andy Gerlach of Steelville, John Allen of Carterville, David Holder of Steelville, Brent Garrison of Jefferson County. So the ball all the way down to the Marion 31, 6:50 to play. We're in the fourth quarter from Ken Hunt Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Neither team has burned a timeout here in the second half. We'll get that. There you go. We'll get our scoreboard updated. Sweep to the right. Here comes Jefferson. Good cut. Trying to get back between the hashes. And shoestring tackles. He'll have to lean forward for a couple. Ooh, nice lean. Nice dive. Maybe got 4.5. Not too shabby. It'll bring up 2nd and 6 with 6:20 left here in the game in regulation. Hearing reports that in a golf match today, Max Reinhardt shot a 33 at Green Hills.
Ooh.
That's usually me through about 5 or 6. 2nd and 6 here. Quarterback keeper, Malley gets right up that hash inside the 20, cuts back to the near sideline, down to about the 17. That's a run of about 10 by Mays. Hope it doesn't mind me calling him Malley. I heard Mings call him that in an interview one time. I've been rolling with it since.
Hey, might as well.
Malachi Mays with a great run. That'll move the chains 1st and 10 with 5:49 left. All the action tonight and every night here on WMIX, presented by People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Barnes left. A target right. Jefferson the back here in the backfield, out of the gun for Malachi Mays. And it's going to be Isaiah, the carry to the right side. Gets inside the 20. We're into the red zone. Shy. He's on the side of the 15. Shy of the 10. Oh, another 5-yard gain for Isaiah Jefferson.
Just eating up the yards when he has to.
Effortless.
Crunch time here. Yeah, I mean, it looks effortless.
Oh, that was this week, according to the report. Not today. My apologies. 33 is still impressive. It was once my waist size. My very first Rams football broadcast. We've put on the LBs, my man. I have. You haven't. Out of the gun here for Mays. Jefferson in the back. Malley going to keep it himself. Trying to run right. Can't see him. He's into the end zone for the go-ahead score. Right through my blind spot, but he saw it ever so clearly. And the Rams are back on top, 34-29. Oh, baby. Going right up there. No problem. Glad we have the replay because that's the only way I was ever going to see it. Unbelievable run.
It's a great run. Just splitting the safeties there and just right in for that 12-yard touchdown.
Ate about 6 minutes of the clock, too.
I think we're going for 2 here.
Well, you'd like to see it to at least get up 7 and force them that if they score that they're going to have to go for 2. Either way, they have to get a touchdown.
Timeout, Mount Vernon.
Rams will burn an SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital timeout, and you know what? I'm here for it. SSMHealth.com/doctors to find your next physician. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside. Jeff Crow in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth with us as well. As the Mount Vernon Rams, a 34-29 lead over the Marion Wildcats. South 7 Conference showdown tonight. Rams trying to get to 2-0 and stay at top of the conference.
Just another classic South 7 football game.
The schedule of conference play works out. Well, they have three conference home games this year.
Yeah.
1 conference game on the road. Got to go to the Hoke in week whatever that is.
So would Collinsville and Granite City count as conference games?
No, they do not.
Never mind then.
So I want to say it's week 7. I think the Hoke stays week 7. I had it down pat for years upon years upon years. And then with the addition of the Collinsville and Granite City experiment, which are not conference games, so they are playing a conference schedule, it kind of threw things off. So it looks like the Rams going to go for 2 here. Trying to make it 36-29 and stretch it to a touchdown, an extra point at least. And this is going to be a broken play. They're in trouble. Jefferson trying to stay on his feet, and he will. Well, you can't do that. So it ends up as all for naught, and the Rams will kick off. As he tried to kind of shovel it forward as he was falling, and then that just doesn't really help anybody.
No, it doesn't. It looks like Will Levis in that Bears game last week ended up being a pick 6 for the Bears, so glad that didn't turn out that way for the Mount Vernon Rams. Listen, I can't really see from this far away, but it looked like Marion kind of jumped off sides there, and it didn't get called. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm up here, they're down there, but I just see if the Rams can bend, not break here. No touchdown. You know they're probably going to go for 4th downs at this point with 4 minutes left. You know, I don't know if they can. They're probably going to be a lot of passes, I would say, to try to stop that clock.
4:38 remains in regulation. It is 34-29, a 5-point lead for the Rams. And now you need your defense to hold strong. Bend if you must. Break you cannot. Everything tonight presented by People's National Bank, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX. That was an SI Talent Carpet Supply touchdown by Malachi Mays. Awaiting a kickoff here in the King City from Ken Hunt Stadium. We're in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. And a dry, cool press box.
Yeah.
At the 10, the return coming from Cole. Going to go to the right outside the hashes to the 20, 25, looking to get to the 30. He has the 30. Do I have a 35? Gets there. Brought down. And so it'll be 1st and 10, Marion, circa the 35-yard line. Let's see. Starting the 3rd quarter, Benton leads Murphy 21-6. Centralia trailing Waterloo 14-13 near halftime. Last check during a lightning delay, DuQuoin was leading Heron 8-0. 0-2 Mater Dei trying to slip past Effingham. They lead 21-17. That's a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. 4:30 remains in regulation here. Unless something funky happens, it's going to take a lot to see overtime.
Yeah.
With a 5-point margin here. 4:30 left. 1st and 10 from their own 36 for the Wildcats. They tighten up a little bit down there on the line. Play action. Ooh, a little heave, and it's going to be over the top, complete. That's going to be complete to Wade on the near side. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He scores. He's in. This little Olay pass over the top. 64-yard pass.
Yeah, Olay pass is a good way to. It was tight formation. Didn't have anybody out there on that little fade route. Just
35-34. You would assume they would go for 2.
Yeah.
Because otherwise a field goal beats them. But you know what? We've been through this song and dance before. Wildcats out of the pistol and right up there and through. No problem for Cologne. I don't know. I'll tell you right now, I know there's no such thing as recess in high school, but those kids aren't going to be picked for Red Rover. They just went right through.
Yeah.
But you never know. 3-point game. 37-34 Marion. 4:20 left here in the fourth. Appreciate all of our great Rams sponsors tonight. Of course, we'll have that Egyptian Spine Clinic post-game show coming your way. Michael Croce and Edward Jones post-game stats. Talk about all those SI Tile and Carpet Supply touchdowns, and then wrap up with a Mount Vernon Culver's POG. One of whom could just become your next Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. Plenty of time between us and that Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame. 4:20 left, 37-34. And the Marion kickoff is going to be booted in over in, and that is headed for the end zone, and that's what they're going to call a touchback. Of course, the word touchback was first utilized in the 1880s, appearing first in the Boston Globe in print in 1884. So, you know. (37-34) Marion. Rams with the ball at their own 20-yard line after the touchback. Ball's between the hashes. 1st and 10, 4:20 left. 2 to the left side. A little tighter on the right. Out of the gun for Mally Mays. Jefferson is the back, and he's going to find a seam. Nice cut. He'll get to the 25. He's to the 30 now, looking to the 35-40. Brought down, I think, on the sideline at about the 43-yard line. Gain of 23 on the ground for Isaiah Jefferson.
He's doing very, very well coming in for Staples. Just dynamic runner. Get down the outside, elusive. Kind of looks like he's just kind of floating out there, man. It's unbelievable. It's fun to watch him run.
4:12 remaining. And the Rams looking to move them chains. First down of the drive on the very first play from scrimmage. 23-yard run by Jefferson. He's in the backfield along with Malachi Mays. Back to the well. Nice move there to get a few. He'll get past the 45 to the 47 for a gain of 4. So 3:53 left here in the fourth, and the Rams are in a precarious position. Well, the Wildcats, I would say, are in a precarious position. The Rams, a team that can move the football and eat clock. The Wildcats only a field goal lead. Out of the gun, 2 to the left here for the Rams on 2nd and 6 from the 47, trailing 37-34. Mays sees a run. And on the keeper, he will add another 3 to the play to make 3rd and 3. As he'll get to the 49. Rams came up just short on the road against Marion last year. Did not have much of a passing game.
Nope.
Actually, it was non-existent because they ran an offense called Beast from 1894.
I think they ran it about 80 times.
Out of the gun here for Mays, the senior quarterback. 2 to the left. Tight right. And it's going to be a sweep run for Jefferson. Stays on his feet. First down yardage and then some. Gets to the 40 inside. Down to about the 37, they'll say. And that's going to be a run of 14. Isaiah Jefferson.
Man, he is just... I don't know very many more adjectives to say about him running. I mean, he's just elusive. Kind of Deion high stepping there towards the end.
And he gets down to the 37, but steps out of bounds. Clock stops at 2:44 left. 1st and 10 for the Rams. It's a chains move. Looking for that dub. Trailing 37-34. Marion is on top. Out of the gun for Malley. They'll split those receivers up. One right, one left. Mass to the right side. Quarterback keeper gets through to the 35. Gain of 2. The Rams are eating up clock.
Yep.
It'll be 2nd and 8 for Mount Vernon. 2:25 remaining. Ball on the 35-yard line. As back into the game will be Jack Kessler. Barnes will go to the left side, as will Mast into the left slot. Tight right, Kessler it looks like. Jefferson in the backfield, 2:06 to play, 2nd and 8 from the 35. Rams down a field goal. Oh, wet football going to get away, and looks like they're going to have a scrum here at about the 45. Marion thinks they have it as the ball eludes the Rams. We'll see what they peel off, and it's not looking good from here.
No.
Nope, it's Rams did recover at about the 45-yard line. That's going to be a loss. And so the Rams catch a break. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, it's just a wet football.
So 3rd and 18 for the Rams here. And we'll drop to the 140 mark. Rams do have 2 timeouts. Clock running. Minute 30 left. 3rd and 18 from the 45. 2 to the left. And now out of the gun for Mays, and I think the Rams, after so much time wasted, will call a timeout with the play clock expiring. Oh, my apologies. They did. Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, with 1:16 left in the 4th, 37-34. It's a field goal difference here, but the Rams pinned back. It's 3rd and 18 from the 45 when they come out of the timeout huddle. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
They tried a 57-yard field goal to break a school record earlier and came up empty.
It was on the other side of the field, though. So maybe the wind, I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know nothing about the weather. I don't know nothing about kicking.
Flag is rather calm, although it's probably soaked. So 1:16 remaining here in the 4th, 3rd and 18. Ball's going to be on the Marion 45-yard line. The Rams did have a lost snap a moment ago. They recovered the fumble all the way back at the 45. Price is back onto the field, off to the right side with Barnes on the left. Mays is out of the gun. His back is Jefferson, flanking him to the left. With 3rd and 18, staring him in the face. Morales in motion. They're looking for the pass over the top, but that's going to be picked off. Pass was telegraphed. It's picked off, and the Marion Wildcats are looking for the return. There's a flag in the backfield, but off to the races to the right side is Pickles. He'll get to the 20, and he's brought down, but I thought I saw a flag.
Yeah. 2 flags.
And a great effort by the Mount Vernon Rams tonight. Looking like it may have been for naught.
Personal foul defense.
Let's see.
Wait.
Flag came after the change of possession. So let's see how far back they go. So it'll be Wildcat football. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Just a matter of where with 1:01 to play. And a Ram team that's looked awfully good tonight at times. You wonder if trying to throw the ball with the wet turf has any impact. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 27 with about a minute to play.
Marion called another timeout.
Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home in the King City.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, try to not let them get the first down. Use your timeouts. You may have a chance.
1 minute, 1 second remains in this one as the Marion Wildcats will have the football. Rams have 2 timeouts remaining as the Wildcats lead this 37-34. So after the flag, it goes all the way back to the 27-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for Marion. (37-34) Marion. 1st and 10. There's the snap, quick handoff. And Niemeyer will get about a yard on the play, and the Rams will call a timeout. Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home in the King City. Of course, the Rams on your radio are presented by People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So coming out of, should be, there we go. Should be 1 apiece remaining.
Yep.
And so 2nd and 9 come out of the timeout for the Wildcats. 56.5 seconds remain. So whatever play is run comes to an abrupt halt and a quick stop. You can survive with a timeout on 3rd down and hope you come up with a quick stop on 4th.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean, to get to 4th.
It's going to be probably around 10 seconds left, I'd say, if we, get the stop and use our timeouts.
56.5 seconds remain. It's 2nd and 9 from the Marion 28-yard line. Split to the right out of the gun here for the quarterback, Callahan Roper. Rams will stack that box. It'll be a pitch to the near side. We'll have a down Ram on the side or on the play, and that one with 50 seconds left. Will end up as a slight gain, and he went out of bounds. It'll stop the clock. 48.4 seconds left. It'll be 3rd down. It looks like he got about 4 on the play, maybe.
I didn't see who ran that.
I think it was Niemeyer.
Sir.
A Ram had slipped on the line. Morales with the tackle, and no, they called the timeout to stop the clock. He was not out of bounds.
I thought he was, but
I did too.
They ran the clock.
Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home in the King City. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats with 48.4 seconds left. And that clock can run all the way down to about 10 seconds or so, depending upon how long the play takes. But, worst case scenario, if you can stop them, you're in Car-9 field goal range on a normal day. We'll see. 48.4 seconds remain here in the 4th. 37-34 Marion. The Wildcats by a field goal. 3rd and 6, they'll call it, from the 31. Wildcats have one to the left, tight right. Single back set out of the gun here for the quarterback, Roper.
Oh, false start.
And there will be a false start. It'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Wildcats. You feel a little bit better if you're the Rams.
Yeah, for sure.
But you got to get a stop.
Got to get a stop. You know, if you're Marion here, do you try to get the first down and pretty much seal the game, or do you run it, not get the first down, you know, and then have to punt it away, you know?
48 seconds left. 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats, pushed back to their 26. You got to get a stop. And then you got to get another one. And then, I'm not sure what happened on the snap, but it ends up a carry to about the 30. Maybe the 32 on a dive, but ended up with Max Wade. So 4th and 11. That'll be. There's not much of a difference between game clock and play clock. It took too long.
Done.
Not much difference. 4th and 5 for the Wildcats with enough time to take a knee, it looks like, and they will take a timeout. I think they take a timeout to avoid the risk, because if you're wrong and there's time on the clock, the Rams can just take a quick field goal.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's a smart move by Coach Dunning, just to take the timeout and remove any doubt, because there's probably about max a 1 second difference.
Yeah.
It's tenths of a second, and it would have been if the clock would have stopped with precision. You're talking about enough time for the Rams to kick a field goal from what would have been about less than 50.
Yeah.
About 49 maybe. Well, no, because you're taking a victory formation. So it would have been about 46.
Yeah.
So with 4.4 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter, it's 37-34 Wildcats, as the Rams are just hoping for some sort of miracle here on 4th down that finds them in the end zone or with enough time to snap and get a miraculous field goal, at least to get a tie. So they'll spread it out here on 4th and 5, and now it'll be a punt from Roper, and it'll get over everybody's heads with time expiring, as that one will get down to about the 15, and that'll be all she wrote. Final score tonight is the Marion Wildcats come from behind to win. It'll be the Wildcats 37, but not so fast. Let's not be so quick. There is indeed a flag on the field.
Chobog.
Well, penalties against Mount Vernon, so it doesn't matter. That's going to be our final score. The Marion Wildcats 37, the Mount Vernon Rams 34. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta is the people's choice for favorite Italian restaurant.
Mark Thursday night on your calendar for all-you-can-eat spaghetti, garlic sticks, salad, and a drink for only $8.
Come taste homemade recipes passed down through generations so that every dish is packed with love, tradition, and incredible flavors.
Experience pasta the way Nana used to make it. 819 Jordan Street, south of the square in Mount Vernon.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon. Traditional,
but unlike any other.
You've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agents are seeing ways to save you money on insurance. From starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely, Allstate agents know how to maximize your savings. They'll share their knowledge as they help you personalize your coverage. Because when it comes to seeing all the ways to save, Allstate agents do it best.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Speedy oil changes are like morning coffee, essential but often messy. Not with Quick Lube on Broadway in Mount Vernon. Picture this, in and out faster than a sitcom episode. Service with a smile that's genuine and a spotless garage that respects your car as much as you do. All that without breaking the bank? I guess that's why they call them Quick Lube. They're the pit stop that puts you first with prices that keep your wallet happy. Cruise on into Quick Lube in Mount Vernon and see why they're faster, friendlier, and cleaner than the rest.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show starts now.
Postgame show presented by Egyptian Spine Clinic on AM 940, 96.5 FM, where you watch live tonight with disappointment here on the WMIX Sports YouTube. As the Rams fall tonight to Marion, 37-34 your final score as a come-from-behind touchdown for the Wildcats to win it. The Rams just ran out of plays in the fourth, and just tough luck on some turnovers. And as a result, the Marion Wildcats stay undefeated. They're 3-0. They're now 1-0 in South 7 play. I'm Chris Hugo. Tyler Williams alongside Rory Ogle back at the Mount Vernon studio. Jeff Crow took care of business tonight on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel as the Rams fall to Marion. We'll talk plenty more coming up on this Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show and wrap up our statistics with the Michael Croce and Edward Jones postgame stats. It's all straight ahead. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Pain in your back, neck, or spine can be serious. Maybe it's time to make an appointment with the doctor who's been doing complex spine surgeries and orthopedics in Mount Vernon the longest, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic. When you make an appointment with Dr. Salem, you see Dr. Salem, not an assistant. He can pinpoint the problem and discuss options. With the region's top personal service for you in a time of need, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic. Ask your primary care provider to refer you to Egyptian Spine Clinic across from PNB on South 34th Street in Mount Vernon.
I'm Michael Croce, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croce of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
Here for your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show at Ken Hunt Stadium. We're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Of course, Rams football is presented by People's National Bank. Tyler Williams alongside. I'm Chris Hugo, and we appreciate Dr. Salem and Egyptian Spine Clinic for sponsoring our postgame show. Of course, you're not too far from the Mount Vernon Culver's Player of the Game and a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard, but let's take a look at the Michael Croce postgame stats.
Yeah, so starting off with the Marion Wildcats, we have number 9, Niemeyer, had a touchdown, 85 yards. Cologne had 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. Number 3, Cole finished today with 2 yards. Winters finished today with 10 yards. Wade finished today with 15 yards, and Atkins finished with -3 yards. Roper, the quarterback, finished 10 for 15, 66%, 198 passing yards, and a passing touchdown as well. Receiving, Cole finished with 15 yards. Atkins finished with 25 yards. Winters finished with 23 yards. Pickles with 8 yards. Cologne with 8 yards. Thomas with 67 yards. And Wade with that 64-yard game-winning touchdown. For the Mount Vernon Rams, Staples finished today with 50 yards. Malachi Mays had 2 rushing touchdowns and 116 yards. Price had a 14-yard touchdown run. Nesbitt had an 8-yard run. Jefferson had a touchdown and 131 yards rushing. Kessler had 8 yards on those reverses. Malachi Mays finished today 1 for 3, 66%. And Not 66%. What am I doing here? Anyway, 75 yards passing, a touchdown, and 1 interception. Finished 1 for 3, and Price had that 75-yard touchdown pass. And those are the unofficial final game stats.
If you plan to travel, work part-time, or move somewhere warmer when you retire, Michael Croce and Edward Jones, financial advisor at Mount Vernon, will work to help you reach the retirement you've always wanted. Call 618-244-5990. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap it up. The Rams stumble against Marion. Final score, the Marion Wildcats 37, Mount Vernon Rams 34. We will come back, wrap it up with our Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game, sneak in some Tony Wilt State Farm scores, we hope. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Adventure awaits with the 2024 Toyota RAV4. Hi, this is Tony Reeves at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. We've got 5 in stock and more on the way, whether you're looking for a gas model or a fuel-efficient hybrid. Right now, get 4.99% APR for 36 to 60 months on gas models or 5.99% APR for 36 to 60 months on hybrids. Visit Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon today to lock in your special APR, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Find your next career today at Culver's of Mount Vernon. Want flexible hours, work in a fun and energized environment, and get paid starting at $15.25 an hour? And get raises for great performance. Start today at Culver's. They're like working for family, but with less drama. Apply at culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon, Illinois. You can also apply in person at Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon. Join the Blue Crew today at Culver's of Mount Vernon. Again, go to culvers.jobs and apply.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Culver's Rams star of the game is next.
Oh, boy. Egyptian Spine Clinic post-game show from Ken Hunt Stadium on WMIX Sports YouTube and Section 618 app. Rams fall to Marion tonight, 37-34. I'm Chris Hugo with Tyler Williams. And Tyler, we got to pick a player of the game out of all this mess. I think a couple stand out, but who are you thinking?
I'm thinking Malachi Mays.
Simple enough.
I'm thinking Malachi Mays, 75 pass yards, 116 rush yards, 1 passing touchdown, 2 rush yards. That totals at 191 total yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's pretty good. All in all, I know didn't turn out the way the Mount Vernon Rams wanted to, but good performance by Malachi Mays.
There we go. Your Mount Vernon Culvers. You can join the Blue Crew family by simply going to culvers.jobs, and I'm sure there's an interview process, but we appreciate Mount Vernon Culvers for sponsoring our player of the game. As my phone without a charger. Let's see what we got. I promised the Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard to wrap it up. It looks like Murfreesboro just scored on a 75-yard touchdown pass. They lead Benton 28-13. Other scores from around the area. Last check, I know Centralia was trailing Waterloo on the road tonight. We'll at least try to get you that one. See if there's an update there. Let's see. Nope, just have a halftime score of 14-13. Waterloo leading the Orphans. And I don't have a Collinsville-Carbondale score, so that's what we're going to call it. Our final Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard of the night. Here on your Egyptian Spine Clinic post-game show, final score, Marion 37, Mount Vernon 34. Tyler, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, just the thing is, like, when you play a team like Marion, a sound team that's not going to make too many mistakes, a few mistakes by the Mount Vernon Rams kind of, shot herself in the foot there with a few penalties, an interception, things that you need to seal up in late game and crunch time. So just a few things to work on for next week at Collinsville.
Of course, as we will be on the road next week, the Rams will travel to Collinsville. We'll have pregame at 6:30. 7 o'clock will be your kickoff, as we'll have video on WMIX Sports YouTube. We have confirmed with Collinsville. We appreciate that ability, and, of course, you can listen to us right here. AM 940, 96.5 FM, and the Section618.com app. For Tyler Williams, for Rory Ogle and Jeff Crow, I'm Chris Hugo. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our sponsors. As the Mount Vernon Rams come up empty tonight, they're now 1-2 on the year, 1-1 in the South 7. They fall to Marion 37-34. Good night.
This